so... Hello, hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How are we doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. It's good to see you. I'll just adjust my mic here. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Welcome back to reality, eh? Welcome back to reality. It begins. So it begins. It's good to see you, though, guys. We're back at it now. Getting back into the normal streams now. That's the plan, you know. The Monday to Friday daytime streams, getting it locked in. We're gonna try and do some evening streams as well. We're gonna start to try and get into those a little bit more regularly as well now. Try and crack through some Arknights content. We got some Limbussy, and I've been getting into Warframe a little bit. I must admit, quite like it. I quite like it. So we're gonna do some more of that, and of course, guys, what is it? How many days? How many days is it now? 7. Bro, I don't know what is going on with my internet at the minute. I don't know if it's my internet or it's OBS or what. Every single stream I've gone live recently, literally within the first 5 minutes, it shit the bed. It shit the bed. And it's just disconnected. Just disconnected again then. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, chat. Refresh. Yeah, it did hiccup there. I don't even know what's going on, man. I don't even know what's going on. I honestly don't know. YouTube, I mean, my internet's just being a bitch, basically. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, man. Okay, it seems like it's all good now. Seems like it's all good. I'm not dropping any frame. It just literally disconnected. Just completely disconnected. I think we're back, though. I think we're back. Oh, my days. Bro, I think my net's been on vacation, man. Like, holy shit. I'm gonna have to get in touch with them, see what's going on. Because, my speeds haven't been... Let me just double check my speeds again. Hold on. Let me double check my speeds, because this is pissing me off. This is pissing me off, man. I'm paying good money for this shit. But how are we doing? How are we doing? While that runs, let me say hello to you guys. What's going on? What's going on? Flix, welcome to the stream. Frankie, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Ends, Minman. Faloni, welcome to the stream. Casual, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Joshua, welcome to the stream. Minman as well. Did I say hello, Minman? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm definitely getting lower speeds. I'm supposed to be getting 150 up. I'm getting 78 up. So, and I'm only getting 924 down when I'm supposed to be getting 1150. So, I'm going to have to get in touch with them because it's getting on my nerves. It's really getting on my nerves now because I went through all those issues. We got it sorted and back to square one. Great start to 2026, man. My internet's shafting me. Love to see it. Love to see it, chat. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. So yeah, I'm supposed to be getting 1150 down and 150 up, which I would do wish I got more up, to be fair. But it's more than enough, right? It's more than enough. I need like Say 13 up for YouTube, 8 for Twitch, talking 20 up with my games as well. Plenty of headroom, right? Plenty of headroom. 1150 down. You just don't need that really when you're just gaming normally, at least, if you're not downloading anything. But, yeah, seems like it's not quite happening at the moment. Alright, and hopefully it doesn't cut out on us. We'll go with you. We'll go with you. Yeah, I know, yeah. PTSD, we getting in touch with them again, man. I ordered fiber like half a year ago and still nothing. I want my 500 megabit. Yeah, dude. ISPs suck, don't they? Like, how, like, you know, ubiquitous and important internet is today. Like, ISPs suck. I think it's like a global thing, really, right? Now, I know, obviously, there's places that are better than others, but I think most people have had issues with their ISP, and they're just shit, right? Interacting with them, shit. Talking to the staff is shit. You know, the whole thing's shit. And they take far too much money off us for what they actually do, I think, most of the time. But anyway, rant out the way. Rant out the way. Your internet doesn't look yeah, dude. Yep. Side of a new year. My internet's new year, new me, bro. Go fuck yourself. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. But welcome to the stream, Kneecapped. ISP and internet issues, a global thing. Yes. Does my head in. Does my head in, man. But, yeah, it seems like the last couple of streams, within like 10 to 15 minutes of going live, there's some issue, and then it seems to stabilize. I streamed Warframe yesterday for a bit, right? And for, like, the first few minutes of the stream, we were just, like, it was just looked rough, right? It just looked rough, and then it seemed to be fine. It's like a bandwidth issue or something. I don't know. I don't know. But today, we are back in Arknights, guys. We're back in Arknights. We're getting our grind on again. I do want to check out 2 videos, though, for Arknights. Probably 2 glazing videos, actually, which I thought, you know, it's been a while. I think we need to start glazing again. I think we need to start glazing again, man. You know? We need to bring it back. 2026. Bring back the glazing. 2025 is the year of the glazing. And, why not 2026 as well? Fuck it. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Yo, what's going on, yeah? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? All right, let's get switched up and started then. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Ignore my hair. I need to get caught, and I can't be asked to do anything with me. It's a fucking mess. You know what I mean? It's a fucking mess. How are your weekends, though, guys? Save some glaze for Enfield. Don't worry. We got plenty. We got plenty to go around. There's plenty to go around. I won't be shy. I won't be shy. But yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it because I have been having an absolute blast with Chapter 12. Like, I said this about 10 and 11, right? Like, I think Chapter 8 probably was the best chapter because it had so much going for it, right? Chapter 12 again, it's just been, it's doing a different thing, right? But I really appreciate what it's doing. You know, this whole Victoria arc has just, it's really shown for me how the storytelling, and I'm not saying it's unique to Arknights. Obviously, I haven't played every gacha game, but in terms of like the big gacha games, you know, the ones that do a lot of money outside of maybe like Fate, because I don't really know what the hell Fate story's all about, but just and not in Reverse has got some good story points as well, but the whole just like futility of everything in regards to the conflict and what's going on, it's just really come to light now throughout the game. It's clear that's on stage of Arknights, right? This is not a like just straight up we're the good guys, there's the bad guys kind of story, and that it's simple, good versus evil, and that's it. Like there's some terrible people in the game. There's a lot of people who have like got reasons for what they're doing, and that, you know, a lot of it operates in the grey. We keep saying this, but like Chapter 12 is just like being like the epitome of like I say, this futility of there's kind of no winners in war, which is kind of an oxymoron because we know there's plenty of winners in war, especially when chaos gives rise to opportunities to profit and such. But you know, like all the machinations of the players on the big stage are happening, right? We're seeing a lot of moving parts in Chapter 12. But underneath all of those big chess pieces being moved, we're seeing just hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of people just being crushed under the weight of it all, you know? Good people doing terrible things, good people coming to like ends that are just, they're not magnificent ends, they're not magnificent deaths, they're not going out in blazes of glory, they're dying in alleys, getting stabbed in the gut over an empty can of food and stuff. And oh man, it's just, I really enjoyed the last play session. It was brilliant. Seeing characters like Siege having to accept that they can't save everyone, even their close friends, and having to, like, I guess, put the greater good, if you will, the mission at hand, ahead of even personal relationships and such. To a degree that, like, a lot of games are a little bit too scared to go there. Usually it's like, oh, I've had to sacrifice so much, and then it's like, what you sacrifice, and it's like, not much, you know? They're just awesome. They just end up just being awesome, right? Where, like, because we've got such a wide cast of characters, seeing so many characters have to sacrifice so much to attempt to achieve the goals, right? And seeing those moral quandaries coming up in the characters as well has been really enjoyable to see. Again, as I say, I think they do a really good job of turning antagonists, or allowing empathy with antagonists as well, which a lot of games in this space don't do, right? You know? It's just, they're the bad guys. You know they're the bad guys. Let's beat the bad guys. You might, oh, okay, I get what they're trying to do, sort of, but, like, you don't empathize with them, really, unless you're just trying to be based, I guess. Like, well, there's so many bad guys, if you will, antagonists in the game that they keep doing it right. You're like, man, you can't make me like feel for this guy now, and then you end up being like, shit, I kind of feel for him. Like, what the fuck? So, you know, W for Hypergryph for doing that, and I really appreciate that level of Brighton in the game. Yo, V, what's going on, dude? Yeah, bro, Arknights. I think it's the best gacha game. I think it's the best gacha game. I'll say, I'm gonna watch a video in a minute. Actually, Arknights is the best gacha game I've ever played. I think I agree. Right? I do. If we look at it as a gacha game, I think it is the best gacha game. And there's a myriad of reasons. Storytelling, gameplay, depth, generosity, variety in play, strategic elements, just insane options in terms of gameplay, mechanics, events, gacha, generosity, the recruit system, packs. He just covers it all, right, for me. I do genuinely think it is the best gacha game. I actually went on a hiking trip I wanted to do during my vacation. Oh, nice, man. Nice. How much is the Victoria Ark is resonating more because it's based on fictional Britain, like randomly getting shanked in the streets? Like, obviously, I joke around about, like, you know, we will save Victoria and make Victoria great again. But separate that. I just think it's a beautiful arc, you know? We've had a lot of great moments in the game, right? We've just got, like, so much happening now. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Arknights throughout the story is a grand story. We've got so many big scale things going on, but we're really seeing big players moving now. And it's, like, kind of all coming together. You know what I mean? Just in time for another Arknights glaze. Yeah. Anytime's a good time. Anytime's a good time. Terrible, questionable people aren't even exclusive to enemies. Oh, exactly. Yeah. You've got people on the squad, in your squad, who are part of the good guys, who are like, yeah, you know, if this is another game, that just wouldn't be written like that. You know what I mean? By the way, Mixel, on a Gacha Game of the Year program, Arknights became second of the story/lore section after FGO. Arknights also second free-to-play Gacha after WUA. After WUA? What? That's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Who voted for that? That's just bollocks. I'm sorry. Like, Wuthering is a great game. It's not more free-to-play than Arknights, in my opinion. It's just not. It's just not. I can't comment on the story and lore, because I've played, like, 20 minutes of FGO, and I've heard nothing but good stuff, so it might be much better, right? It might be. It's been going for a long time for a reason, and most of it's the story, I believe, right? But for music, Arknight, is this the Sticks? Was this the Sticks gacha one? Yeah? Yeah, music converse, yeah. I was gonna say, if that didn't, that'd be an absolute atrocity, because I just don't think... Like, there might be songs in gacha games that are... And at the end of the day, music's subjective, right? That are better. And I'm sure there's probably songs in some gacha games where I'm like, ooh, this might top a lot of Arknight songs. Arknights just has so many and so much variety, right? I think that's where Arknights has to win those sort of categories. I just feel like it has to. When are we getting Arknights 2? Enfield in 2 weeks. Let's go, Dr. P. Oh, bro, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. After PGR. What in turn? Oh, yeah. Yeah, PGRs. I haven't played PGR for ages, but PGR's quite, free-to-play friendly, right? I just hope it's easy getting to coming from WoW. I think in terms of team building, there's much more depth in Enfield. Than there is in than there is in Wuthering Waves. I don't think you'll have difficulty getting into it. I think where some people coming from Wuthering Waves, if that's like their main game, which I've already seen it when I was critiquing WoW's Bike and 3.0, is that people are like, it's got shit exploration and the combat's too slow and stuff, and I think some people will just won't be able to get into it for that. Whether it's because they don't want to, or it's just, you know, end of the day, it is a slower game in terms of the combat. Well, it's not slow, but it's definitely, it's less reaction based, if you will, even though there's a lot of reaction elements to it. It's more proactive, that's what I'd say. Wuthering Waves is a reactive combat game, which is, and it's brilliant at it. I'd say Enfield's more proactive, especially with how your combo skills and your battle skills work, and you know, being able to bring in new squad members is going to vastly change the way teams play in Enfield going forward. Hopefully, as long as they don't fuck it up, much more than like a Zenless or a WoW. It's PGR, not WoW. Which I agree, PGR is more free to play. When I played it, it felt really free to play friendly. I ain't played for a while though, so I can't really comment on that. You might be right, but I definitely think Arknights, for me, I feel like it's more free to play friendly than Wuthering Waves is. Blue, welcome to the stream as well. Oh man, big salute. You have so many good Arknight songs ahead of you. Yeah, dude, I've got a load of songs I need to check out as well, actually. FGO, Fate, granddaughter. Yo, Ducklord. You fell asleep during the Warframe stream. No, it's late for you, isn't it, when I streamed that? I streamed that quite late my time, so I know that would have been late for you. It might be PGR then. It might have... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If PGR picked Arknights, then that's okay. Yeah, I can accept that. I can accept that. Yeah, I just think Arknights is a more free-to-play friendly game than WoW. And that's not, you know, saying that WoW is the worst on the scale, because it's not. It's better than many games out there. You want to try a little quiz, maybe? Oh, I saw that, dude. I'm going to get round to watching that at some point. I'm going to get round to watching that. If I don't watch that today, tomorrow, yeah, I need to check that out. I need to check that out, dude. I'll probably fail at it, though. I know I will. I know I will. Only game that comes close musically is Nikkei, in my opinion. You reckon? Depth is really good. Good change of pace, then. Oh, yeah, definitely. Total change of pace compared to Wuthering Waves Enfield is. As I say, some people might not like it, and I can understand that, right? You know, I am the Enfield, well, I am an Enfield shill, but I am the Enfield shill where people think that I'm not cognizant of that change of pace could definitely get some people, and I think it will. I think there's a lot of people who'll come over to Enfield and they'll want lots of utility in regards to traversal. They'll want rotation, reactive-based combat. They'll think it's too slow. Yeah. You know. Give it a try and see if you like it. I think it's a brilliant game, personally. Man, my bike enjoyment only lasts one day. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Honestly, I stand by that shit what I said about the bike, man. Honestly. I know people hate me for it, and hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, but I stand by it. I'm not saying those things can't be good in a game. I just think when they become the sole source of exploration. I think it wears off pretty quick for me personally. It really does. Yeah, you stream like at 2 a.m. in my time, which is quite difficult for me as to stay awake. Yeah. Maybe make guides on you. Who you? Yeah, I should get into it. I think there'll definitely be a place for guides in Enfield. I probably won't. It's just not my kind of content, if I'm honest. I think there's some people who do really well for guide content in Enfield. It's just not for me, man. I'm just not really a guide person. But I'll be making plenty of Enfield content for sure. If you're a fan base hating you for it, you're doing something right. So we've got a couple of things to look at today, and as soon as I clicked on a video, I saw a familiar face. So we're going to check that out as well. So we've got 5 years of Arknights, and we've got Arknights is the best gacha game I have ever played, which is a big statement. I tend to agree. And then we're going to get into the game, guys, okay? So, yeah, plans going forward. Lots of Arknights. Limber's company coming up. Plenty of Warframe. And we're going to be bashing the shit out of Enfield, all right? We are going to be bashing the shit out of Enfield, all right? So, without further ado, should we hop into it, boys? Should we hop into it? Let's do it, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me turn the tunes off a second. I just noticed this in r/gacha gaming as well. Like, what the fuck is this? So, according to this person here, 2 content creators were sued and received penalties for insulting Koyoverse players, including spreading misinformation and using AI to produce fake info, etc. So, we're going to read this, but I'm going to assume this is a bit more nefarious than saying, you know, this guy's a dickhead. And I'm assuming we're potentially maybe using AI to slander somebody, maybe. And actually, you know, probably doing slanderous acts online. I'm going to say so, right? Rather than just, I don't like this guy. You know what I mean? So, let's have a look at this then. So, this links to this from the Genshin Impact subreddit here. So, 2 internet bloggers have been sued and received penalty for insulting Koyoverse players, including spreading misinformation, using AI to produce fake info, etc. So, what we got here then? Details. What is guys? So, what's this link here? B23TV. What the fuck is B23TV, man? I'm what's it with Reddit link sometimes. Alright, let's have a look. Let me open it on another page quickly, just in case. Oh, is it Billy? Okay. I've never seen Billy links come up like that, right? Am I tripping? I bet we haven't got any CC for this, have we? I bet we ain't. No. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck this says. Anybody got a translation for him here? Anybody got a translation? I like my slander and misinformation done ethically. Oh, fuck. I was source. Trust me, bro. My dad works at Huyo. Okay, here we go. AI translation. Let's go. So, we've got AI to slander people, and we've got AI to give us the translation here. Let's hope the AI is not spreading misinfo here, shall we? Yeah, it's Billy. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen that Billy link come like that. Maybe I'm just dumb. Well, we know that is, but anyway, let's have a look at this then, shall we? Yo, I'm not even going to get into it too deep, right? But have you seen the wild stuff people have been doing with Grok? Crazy. Actually crazy. I can't see how a lot of that stuff just isn't straight up illegal. Kind of wild. Grok needs to calm the hell down, bro. Like, yo, ChatGPT and like Gemini, you try and ask even like a question that's even slightly offensive, and ChatGPT's like, hey, whoa, hey, not around here, buddy, you know? And then Grok is just like, yo, bro, what do you want? We got some drugs, I got some weapons, you know, yeah, what you want? Black market, I'm here for you, you know? But the image stuff on Twitter, kind of crazy. But anyway, let's have a look at this then. So, Awesome TL says, here is a full AI translation of the text shown in the video. So, recent statement regarding rights protection actions, recently regarding multiple online bloggers such as Fan Shu Connoisseur and Sisusu, I'm guessing these are the creators, fabricating rumors, slandering MiHoYo and its games, and insulting/abusing game players. MiHoYo has actively launched rights protection actions. The relevant infringers have been subjected to criminal, coercive measures or administrative penalties by the police, effectively safeguarding the legitimate rights and interests of both players and the enterprise scene. You know, we might have a shitty community, right? But man, when it comes to doing crazy stuff, Genshin always are like, hold my beer. Right? Yeah. Hey, look, we're still not to be topped yet. We are ready to reclaim our throne as the crazy people here. So case one, Fanshu Connoisseur. Previously, MiHoYo received reports on players that the blogger Fanshu Connoisseur persistently published false information across multiple platforms through videos, graphics, and text. They fabricated rumors and slandered MiHoYo and its games while also insulting and abusing players. See, like, when you think about it as well, that's like a risky thing to do in CN, right? Because isn't Hai Mao a part of the CCP? Like, you know, MiHoYo are deep in the source within China, right? They're in the inner circles, if you will. So you got to be a little bit careful, I think, when trying to take the piss a little bit. This severely disrupted the player community environment, affected the gaming experience, and damaged the company's reputation. After MiHoYo reported this to the police, the Zhuhai police investigation revealed account holder to be a person named Li. The police determined that Li engaged in illegal acts of distorting facts, spreading rumors, and disrupting social order, and imposed an administrative penalty in accordance with the law regarding Li's infringing behavior. MiHoYo has also filed a civil lawsuit to further pursue liability. Damn. Dway, that's what I meant. Hi, Mao. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Dway. Yeah. Let me take that back. I meant Dway and his 12 yachts. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Hi, Mao. No, scratch that. If I had an editor, I'd tell him to edit it out. I meant Dway. All right, Dway. Okay. Big Scott Inside info. No, I haven't. My bad. Dway. Let me correct myself. Okay, so case two, Sidsusu Zenison Zero rumors. In another case, Baidu Tieba user Sidsusu posted rumors involving Zenison Zero, claiming the game has been internally abandoned, investors have withdrawn capital, etc., misleading players and causing severe damage to the company's reputation. After MiHoYo reported this, the Zhuhai police investigation found the rumor monger to be a 22 named Chang. To gain traffic, Chang repeatedly pieced together and fabricated rumors before posting them online. Ultimately, Chang was given an administrative penalty by the police. Man, it's like, this is some seriously unemployed behaviour, right? But considering it's CN, they're probably employed, right? Unless they're just, like, got a bit of money and they don't have to work. Because, like, why would you do that? Picks a fake hyperglaze. I know, right, man? Fuck. You know, you gotta take the VOD down. It's like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? I got Arknights on the brain, man. It's my bad. I'm cooked, chat. I'm cooked. I'll glaze him so much, everyone's becoming right. So we got case 3, Hai Shen Yuan, use of AI for disinformation. Again, actually, I think CN are really starting to move with regulation around AI as well. Right. I think they're going to end up being ahead of us in regards to laws and regulations around AI. I think they might actually already be ahead of us in that regards. Previously, MiHoYo discovered the online user Hai Shen Yuan and others had published over 10 fake articles slandering the company, severely damaging its reputation. MiHoYo immediately reported this to the police. After investigation, the Zhuhai police quickly apprehended the publisher, fan, and the instigator behind the scenes. Upon interrogation, she admitted to writing outlines for the rumors and then using AI to generate the articles. Yo, my guy could probably get a job with Glaive, actually. Could do really well. After which, he paid a fan to publish them. Both the individuals have been placed under criminal coercive measures. What does that mean? Criminal coercive measures? Is that just an eloquent way of saying we've locked them up? Off to the fucking work camp for you. By the police on suspicion of the crime of picking quarrels and provoking trouble. Picking quarrels, man. Just imagine getting arrested for picking quarrels, right? That's just basically you are a professional rage baiter to the levels. We're going to arrest you. Fucking wild. You know you've got far too much time. That's like the stamp of being a massive loser, right? Bro, you pick arguments so much online, we're going to give you a criminal record for it. Other cases in conclusion, aside from the cases above, MiHoYo has also pursued accountability through administrative and civil means against multiple bloggers, such as 800 Million Warriors City. I'm guessing this is like a group, yeah? And Negative for rumour mongering and slander, unless it's just a bad translation. The relevant infringers have either paid compensation for losses in accordance with the law or received administrative penalties. MiHoYo has always been committed to building a healthy and orderly community environment. We respect and welcome criticism and suggestions from players. However, regarding various malicious acts of fabricating rumours and slandering the enterprises or the player community, MiHoYo will resolutely strike back with severity. We welcome the vast number of players to provide clues regarding infringement through the official support. Man, some CCs are probably glad they don't live in CN. You know, if Hoyo's looking around malicious fabricated rumours, right? Because, you know, I think there's a few CCs out there that might be catching some heat if they were in the right areas, at least, anyway. So, basically, we got people doing crazy shit. This is like serious unemployed behaviour, right? Like, that's all you can say about it, right? These are the kind of cases that I see where this wouldn't happen if somebody was just getting some pussy, right? Was just getting some pussy. It's simple as that. You know, if these kind of dudes were getting laid, if they are dudes, they just won't be doing this shit. I'm adamant, like that's the fix for a lot of these guys, right? Get laid, get outside a little bit, and yeah, maybe get a job as well. But with it being CN, I think they probably are more than likely employed, right? What is unemployment like in CN? I don't know. What's the deal with you know, in regards to like the social security net in CN, in regards to like, you know, unemployment benefits and all that sort of stuff. I don't know how that works, but it doesn't strike me a country that has a massive amount of unemployment, considering it's kind of the workshop of the world now. I feel like you'd have to be like max rotting to not have a job in China, right? You know, I genuinely feel like you got to be fully max rotting to not have a job in China, because it's like, I feel like you could stumble out of bed and roll into a job in China. Well, I feel like you could anyway. I've got no evidence to prove this. I don't know, right? I don't know. That's one thing I'm not entirely educated on at all, is the unemployment rate in CN at all. The way the country is, you just kind of assume they're quite low, I would think, anyway. You know? Their youth unemployment is rather, oh, really? Is he? Oh, yo, Neil, what's going on, dude? I wouldn't have expected that. Like 15%. Really? Let me have a Google, actually. That's got me curious now. What is China's youth unemployment rate? Shit. Damn. So, between ages 16 to 24, peaking around 18.9% in mid-2025. Actually, kind of wild. I didn't expect it to be that high. What is it in the UK then? %16. Damn, they got a higher youth unemployment rate than the UK. What the fuck? That's actually kind of shocked me. That's genuinely kind of shocked me. All right. Okay. All right, I'll take it back. Maybe they've got nothing else better to do. Do you know what I mean? You know, I don't think this was the thing to do. That I'm genuinely shocked by that. I really didn't think it'd be that high. Now, obviously, there's going to be lots of factors in why that is, right? Now, China has a massive growing middle class. I would assume a lot of that comes with, you know, what defines unemployment is that people are in further education, studying, what have you. You know, are these potentially young adults that are in an economic area where they're able to be out of work and go to study because their parents are doing a little bit better? I don't know. I don't know exactly how They are excluding students. Shit. Okay. All right, I'll take it back. It's not students then. Shit. Key factors: economic slowdown, weak consumer demand, reduced industrial output, and property market struggles. I know about the property market struggles in China, but I didn't know that was affecting it. But I should imagine it's a massive factor of their economy, right? Because I remember at one point they were just printing buildings pretty much, right? And they were like fields almost, big areas of skyscrapers just sitting empty, right? Because they just weren't selling. Because there is some people that argue that, which I don't know if it's necessarily true. I think it's sometimes people want it to be true, but all countries skew the data, right? There's a lot of people talk about, they call it the paper tiger, don't they? The economy of CN. I don't buy into that personally. But that is actually kind of interesting. So a skill mismatch, large number of graduates, 12.2 million in 2025 for skills not aligning with the available jobs. Okay. Increased competition, fierce competition, fewer desirable jobs leading to... Well, I suppose that's a thing that comes, right? As a country becomes more wealthy and people become more upwardly mobile, there's a lot of people who don't want to do the jobs that 10, 15 years ago they would have accepted doing, right? More menial jobs. That's a problem that the West has had for like 20 years, right? Is that, people finish school, go to college or whatever. They don't necessarily want to be doing the bottom of the barrel jobs that people like to describe them, but they're incredibly important to society's functioning, right? Not everybody can be, the coder, the video game designer. You know what I mean? I'm genuinely shocked by that. I didn't expect their youth unemployment rate to be so high. Okay, I thought we were just coming in to laugh at stupid gamers doing stupid things here, and we've come to learn that China's youth unemployment rate is surprisingly high. So we learned things today, chat. There you go. I did a thing for you. We know that Flicks already knew, but we know that China's youth unemployment rate doesn't look too pretty at the moment. So yeah, okay. All right, there you go. Mihoil learned us some stuff today, guys. Mihoil learned us some stuff. Ben DeLoyne, what's going on? Neo, Kathy, welcome to the stream. Hello. There's a laying low movement in China. Laying flat. What's that then? What's the laying low movement? What is it? Laying flat. Laying flat movement in China. China's lying flat, Tangping movement is a youth-driven rejection of intense societal pressures for overwork and materialism, advocating for low desire, minimal effort lifestyle to achieve, so the hippies, for work-life balance sparked by burnout from intense 996 work culture and limited opportunities leading to online discussions and government pushback against this form of passive resistance to intense competition. Okay. All right, okay. To be fair, though, it's not as bad as like Korea and Japan, right? And I think it's worse in Korea, actually. But, Korea, societal career pressures, massive in JP, CN, and Korea. And we learned not long ago, didn't we? It's worse in Korea, actually. So, makes sense that there will be a generation that's just kind of like, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you get one life, right? You get one life. And I think as human beings, we definitely have societal responsibilities to our communities and I guess our wider communities, the nations and the world that we live in. At the end of the day, who wants to be a worker bee for their entire life? Now, obviously, we've got bills to pay. You got to do shit. You got to get your shit done, right? Sometimes you got to suck it up. But I can understand the mentality from some people, especially coming from a nation like the UK, where, you get plenty of holiday, work hours are less than quite a lot of other countries. You get a lot of benefits at work, and legal protections and such that you might not get in other nations. And I could imagine the societal pressures would be quite, heavy to have on one's shoulder, because obviously we got societal pressures in the UK and the West, but they're different. And even those can become something, but definitely, especially when it becomes a bit more patriarchal family structures as well that can affect it. And, you know, some people can really, really suffer. Like, you've only got to look at, like, the suicide rates in some of the countries, right? That are linked to things like that. Now, a lot of countries have suicide issues, but I think specifically for Japan, that's one of the reasons why they do have. And I think in China, wasn't it in China? I remember hearing stories back in the day that in some factories like that literally had like suicide nets and stuff within the factories, you know, because some people were literally just getting so burnt out that they were willing to top themselves within work. I remember hearing about that. Like, this is going back, it's probably going back to maybe like late 2000s, early 2010s, maybe. Hippies would, yeah, I'm only joking. I'm just taking the piss. Korea is on their way to cyberpunk. Yeah, like when I was learning about, you know, the whole symbol in Korea, I was quite shocked because when you think of Korea, of the big three Asian countries, right? And that's Japan, Korea, and China. I always had this idea that Japan was a lot more societally strict, and that sort of push for Korea was very strong. China was becoming much more like that, and I always felt that South Korea is like the more Western orientated, chill place, you know. And then like I learned about that, and I was like, holy shit, I had it totally wrong. You know what I mean? And it goes back through like quite a lot of the history and the rapid opening up of Korea compared to the slower opening of like China and Japan, which allowed them to adapt a little bit to the wider world, the Western world, if you will. And yeah, I was really surprised by how unexpectedly strict Korea is, and it opened my eyes to. Obviously, we joke around this, right? It's funny. Some people get mad about it, right? But like, it was really interesting to learn about all that. It really was. It's the same in China. Big Asian parents have high expectations. Yeah. Like, you get a lot of it in the UK, like, you know, like specifically like Indian parents in the UK are quite, and there is a lot of it with like white British parents, but it tends to be a lot more in the South, and it's a lot because in different guises in the UK as well. There's like a lot of parents who expect a lot, but not necessarily in the same way in regards to a specific career path. You know, it's usually in different ways, but still a lot of pressure there. But it's a lot different. Yo, Fox, what's going on, dude? How's he going? Hello. You have a good stream, bro. South is controlled by a few mega corporation, regularly has issues with massive corruption and conspiracies. Yeah, dude, I was blown away by like the wild aspects of Korea. It was really interesting. I did not expect it at all. Yeah, what is it? What's it called now? The social credit score system. So, bro, I'm telling you, man, we'll be getting that in the UK soon. That's why they want this digital ID system, man. Because that's how it started in CM, right? Brought in the digital ID, and then it was able to attach all the what's it to it. Yo, Zephyr, thank you very much for the Zephyr, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Yo, Daniel, what's going on, dude? How's it going, Zephyr? Welcome to the stream. Yo, what's going on, musical? I went flat, busted ass broke, pulling for Lene. Wait, are you back on the game? Did you give in? Did it pull you back in, bro? Alright then. Should we check out some glaze? Guys, look at this. Oh, you can't even see it because my face is in the way. Look, I saw a familiar face. We're in with the glaze slot, boys. Let's go. We're part of the Hyperglazer glaze slot crew. We'll take it. They call me a shill. They're kind of right, but you know. Thanks for the sub, whoever that was. Appreciate ya. No, I'm not. That's what happened before I quit. Oh, okay. He's gonna secretly reinstall it again. That's what he's gonna do. All right then. So yeah, I can see Super's video as well, right? So I think somebody might have shared this in my Discord, but I did see this pop up on my feed. This dude's he's got less than 1,000 subs. This banged 13k views. Arknights is the best gacha game I have ever played. Big statement, right? But it's a big statement. I've got to be honest. I kind of agree with it, honestly. I do. There's a lot of great gacha games out there. Wuthering Waves is a great gacha game. Zenless Song Zero is a great gacha game. Reverse 1999, great gacha game. There's a myriad of other good gacha games as well. You know, there's a bunch of people that call out like Uma Musume, Genshin, FGO. You know, fuck, some people would say lads, right? But for me, Arknights takes it purely, well, there's a lot of things. Music, just a variety of top tier. I appeal to anybody. If you like video game music, check out the breadth of music that Arknights has to offer. Actually, insane. The Arknights shield, yo, what's up, Fox? Hopefully you had a good stream. The breadth of music, insane, right? The story, brilliant. I'm up to chapter 12 at the moment. Absolutely adoring chapter 12. I was speaking about it earlier. It just exemplifies some of the excellent storytelling within Arknights, the futility, the moving parts. I love the fact that it's not just good versus evil. We even get empathy for antagonists in the game. Protagonists can be bad guys. It's just written really well. We've got an insanely big world with deep storytelling in regards to story lore and world building. The gameplay, in my opinion, although I don't like tower defense games, I fell in love with the gameplay, the variety, the depth, the strategy, the tactical aspect of the gameplay, the events, the different mechanics, just the variety in that regards, the end game, you know, the free-to-play aspect of the game, some of the insane packs you can get in the game for selectors, all that sort of stuff. And then, not to mention, things like the recruit system, being able to get top operators for free, getting 4 operators, what, every 9 hours or something like that. Just insane. You can use for certs, all that sort of stuff. Amazing amount of skins that people can get access to without spending a penny. Just too many things, right? Too many good. Yeah, Limber's Company as well. Another great game. That's a game that I actually really like as well. There's a bunch of awesome gacha games, right? But for me, Arknights takes a #1 spot. So let's see what Raman Blitz has got to say and why he or they or she think it is the best gacha game they've ever played. Let's have a look.
Waiter! More Arknights glazing videos, please.
Oh, Deadhouse in there as well.
For the hive mind it is. That means today, we're going to talk about why Arknights is the best gacha game I have ever played. Asterisk. More on what that asterisk means later. Now, I have played every single gacha game on your screen right now over the past decade. And this will be the roster where I will be making a few comparisons throughout this video.
No cat fantasy. Fraud.
And to do so, we'll yap about my personal perspective on 3 main points. The gameplay, general systems like the gacha itself, and the story. So let's get into it.
Let's
to those who stumbled on this video
the glazing never stops, baby.
Game, Arknights is a 2D tower defense game where the characters you pull in the gacha are the towers, aka operators that you can deploy. There are a few lanes that the enemies attack from, and your
It's wild as well, yeah. You know when you see little bits of gameplay, you know, you're just like, what is this trash? Like, this is what I thought at first. And then I played it, and it's just like, something just clicked with me, man.
You just have to gun them down before they reach your base. If that sounds pretty easy, you're kind of right. The core gameplay loop is simple by design, and the easy stages are just that. Easy. But as you tackle higher and higher level stages...
Tell that to Deadhound with TR15. You know? A lot of people struggle with that stage, actually. One thing Arknights is not afraid to do, which a lot of gacha games is giving you difficult story content. You know, it's got hard events, hard endgame, but it's genuinely got story beats that are actually hard content, right? Depending on your roster and stuff as well, because of course that can help, but there's actual genuine difficult content in the story.
You'll find a surprising amount of depth. Here's a quick glimpse at just how ridiculous the super bosses in this game
Dead End catching strays.
This absolute fucker has over 2 million HP, summons infinite ads, some of which explode, others instantly kill operators in their path. He will nuke the map if he's blocked, has these little flower things that must be healed, but if you don't, then they will also nuke the map. Then he has this whole other second phase on a different map where you can only use operators previously insta-killed by those fuck-ass boats.
Some of the content is genuinely difficult, right? It is. I wouldn't even say, some people say it's the Dark Souls of tower defense. It's the Dark Souls of gacha games. Honestly. You know? Because, of course, there's difficult content in gacha games. A lot of the time, though, it's stat-stick content, though, right? You don't have the team or the stats or the weapons or whatever it might be, right? You know? And usually, it's brought to you by a timer. That's it. You know, that's where the difficulty comes. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Totally different situation in Arknights. The content itself is actually hard, right?
This game gets crazy. Now, each operator has unique abilities.
We will, BVN. We will. Don't you worry. Once we've gone through the story content, I think we're gonna flip the switch. We're gonna E2, baby. We're gonna E2.
Abilities, as well as passives that change the way you play them. Take our goofy Gunsancta Exusiae Alter here. Her role can completely change based off choosing a different skill before combat. Her skill 2.
Are we buffering? I'm not getting any issues my end, but my internet did disconnect earlier. Are we buffering, chat? It looks alright. Got a little bit of lag. Okay.
You mix her a traditional DPS, gaining absurd attack and attack speed to completely shred enemies. But decided to use her skill 3 instead, and she trades that DPS output for utility. Now she has a revive mechanic, letting her revive an operator that was previously defeated. This game has built on itself since it came out years ago in 2020, and each of these factors have gotten so much more interesting as the years go by. This wild complexity makes every stage fun, and with the game allowing you to build a squad of 12 units of your choice, you can mix and match for your own tailored experience. And of course, that's just the base game. And this is where to me...
I don't know if he's going to speak about this here, but I don't feel like enough people speak about this, and I bang on it a lot, right? Obviously, you've got endgame stuff, right? And you've got all the mechanics that come with some of the bosses and some of the content and some of the events, right? For me, though, and I think this is something that should be harped on about, is the mechanics changes within the story, right? There's not really... Most gacha games, apart from maybe like turn-based games and some here and there, that don't have this like vast difference in mechanics in the content in general a lot of the time, let alone within the story, to the point where a previous chapter will play totally different to the upcoming chapter. You know what I mean? And that's just in the story content. And I think it's, for me so far, it's been one of the most appreciated things within the game. Because I've spoke about this before, right? You know, like, we got Wuthering Waves at 3.0 at the moment, right? You know, and we've, what is it, the tomb break thing they've added in, and we've got a new area, and we've got a bike. And that's your new version of the game, right? A new story and all that sort of stuff. And that's fine. I'm not knocking that. But like, with each iteration and chapters of the story, not all, but like most of them, you get like this new way to play the game, right? It feels totally fresh. You play it in a different way. It gives rise to different characters being way more useful, some maybe not being so useful, but again, Arknights is one of those games where if you take your time and plan things out, it kind of makes so many different things work, you know? And I think it's such a good thing because going throughout the story, it breathes life into the way the game is played and plays, and I think it's a massive, massive thing for me. And even to this date, we're seeing them bringing new stuff, and it's like, this is cool. These new mechanics are cool. You know, like in the last one with the camera lights and stuff like that, and the waking the children in the Masses Travels event, and we got that clip of Cookie talking about the kids. Jokes. But, you know, like those sort of things, man, like, really appreciated for me. It changes the way you approach the game in such a massive way, especially for somebody like me. Now, I know, obviously, my team's a lot better now, but especially coming through a lot of the content at E1, it really makes you stop and take a moment to be like, oh shit, okay, fuck, I gotta think about this a little bit. Really appreciate that. Just Genshin with his Lunar reaction in Not Cry counts as new way. I can't say. I haven't played Genshin for ages now. I've got no clue.
Arknights goes from kinda fun to truly great. You see, besides the basic gameplay loop, Arknights has 2 fully supported and regularly updated permanent game modes. My favorite one is Integrated Strategies. Play through your choice of several expansions, each with
we love the fireworks,
but all of them with the same underlying roguelike gameplay.
Not everything is as good as everything else.
I swear it is the majority of my gameplay time. Slowly learning each expansion run by run, while having different operators and buffs every—
I am going to start putting more time into IS soon as well. I am. Again, once we're caught up with the story, I think I am going to E2. I think it's time. You know?
It's just so enjoyable.
Just spat on my mic,
I don't
my
know
bad.
for sure, but I feel like Arknights came out with their roguelite mode, and all the other gacha games followed suit.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
Honkai Star Rail Simulated Universe and Genshin's Imaginarium Theater both follow that
And again, I don't blame them, because IS is fucking amazing.
same general formula after IS came out. I'm obviously not going to pretend Arknights pioneered the genre.
Well, that's a good point, me man. The new mechanics for a lot of gacha games come with the characters, don't they? Which happens in Arknights as well. The characters have kits and mechanics. Well, you might have a boss that does something different. Maybe some games have mechanics, right? But in terms of... It's hard to compare it, right? Because of it being a tower defense game, those mechanics affect the stage in a specific way that you just wouldn't get, or you could get, I guess, in something like WoW, moving from region to region and stuff. It'd have to be built into the enemies, and yeah, it all comes from the characters, right? It all comes from the characters, really.
Or anything, but I did not see much of anything close to it until it came out, and
Me too.
suddenly it's everywhere in
Impossible.
gacha games. Also, side note, this mode is where the boss I mentioned before came from. The other evergreen mode is called Reclamation Algorithm, a complete flip on the gameplay
I've
loop.
still
where you
not
go to
played
various
this.
maps to collect resources and build your own custom base. I personally only played it enough for the caper skin, as it's not my personal cup of tea, but I do genuinely appreciate just how expansive it is. The map just sprawls on, and there are various NPCs around giving you quests in order to further unlock more of it. If resource collection games are your type of thing, then I recommend you try it. That's not all. On top of those permanent game modes are events that regularly run. These can be as varied as crazy boss rushes to multiplayer co-op stages.
Vector Breakthrough kicked my ass. It kicked my ass.
A really special one to me is Stronghold Protocol. As a TFT auto chess competitor myself, this mode had me in a chokehold. A genuine take on the auto chess genre, coupled with the gameplay
I enjoyed this as well. It was fun.
And it is the most absurd combination of my hyper.
You're not ready for RA. No one is ready for RA.
Of course, it was an RNG and unbalanced mess, but it was fun to me. Speaking of unbalanced, there is a bit of a con in the power creep.
Vector kept you busy for a full week. Yeah, that's, again, as I say, throwing in events that are genuinely difficult, right? And again, we're talking about this with Enfield. Double-edged swords, right? Not having currency tied to events or endgame. You're like, oh, okay. How do I get my rewards? Because it's an extra way to get rewards. But it also, it's not going to stop FOMO, because if you want to clear stuff and you want to get characters, you're going to have FOMO, right? But it doesn't push you to build an account based on getting extra pulls from events and in-game. And I also think it puts the onus on them to make those events genuinely good as well, right? And I'm totally cool with some of that content being difficult. I just hope we don't rely on timers in Enfield, because I'm a little bit worried about that.
For the game. You see, in 2020,
Hot take VB's harder than CC.
In 2025, Shu heals everyone, bashes in enemy heads, and forces them to stay in the rice fields, not letting any of them escape. If I'm gonna be honest though, this is actually a non-issue to me for 2 reasons. I'm generally a believer that power creep does not fucking matter at all if there's no PvP in the game. As long as I can clear what
I think it's a point that, you know, some people would argue if there's no PvP, it doesn't really matter. But again, I think it goes back to, can you get the full experience out of a game, or at least majority of the experience? And 2, if they do tie currency to stuff that you can only clear with you know, crept or paracreeping characters, it sucks. And I think that matters as an experience, as a game, right? Again, as a free-to-play player, in most games, especially games that are monetized in the way gacha games are, you're going to expect that you're not going to get the entire experience. If it's cosmetics, then your money missing out on the cosmetic experience, right? And that's fine. I think that's fine, right? That's fine not to experience a game in its entirety if you've been playing it for free for hundreds of hours. But it can be really detrimental to the experience if it goes too far. Power creep is necessary. Power creep is necessary in gacha games, in my opinion. It's all about how fast it happens, how often characters get sidelined, if they ever do, and how fast content chases the creep of characters, right? That's when it becomes a problem. If you start getting constant new content that's tailored for new units, specific units, really feels like unless you're constantly keeping up, you're getting left behind. That matters, I think. I think that definitely matters, in my opinion. But again, if it's a slow sort of linear creep and everything can still kind of clear at least 90% of stuff, I'm cool with that. Not everything has the ability to give you the sort of gameplay that Arknights does, right? Where it is one of those games that brains can overcome brawns, in a sense, where in more reaction-based action games, a little bit different, right? So they do have that ability to give people the tools, in a sense, to still clear some seriously hard content with quite low level accounts or unmeta characters, non-meta characters, if you will, you know? Yo, Crystal, what's up? What's up, dude?
Second,
yo, Lance, what's going on?
The game is actually balanced to the point where you can clear a majority of the stages with just low rarity free operators. Pop open a guide and see what I mean. You can have the shiny new OP units, but you don't really need them. Because of that balance, it is in a much better game state.
I'd also argue as well, getting too many OP units early on in this game is detrimental to the enjoyment of the game, in my opinion. Now, at the end of the day, if you enjoy steamrolling content, I get it, right. But it makes you learn the game more, not having those units. And I'd argue it's what Arknights is about, right? Having those moments where you overcome an insanely difficult stage in Arknights, it's special. Again, I'm glazing the game hard, right? I haven't had moments like R88, JT83, Patriot stage, other stages as well that I can't even think off the top of my head right now in any other gacha game. There's been frustratingly difficult stat stick content that I've managed to clear, and I've been like, thank fuck. But it's never really been satisfactory in the sense where it's like, I overcame that. It was like my account did, really, right? The characters that I had and the stats that I had did the heavy lifting. I just perfected the rotation and hit buttons at the right time, which still takes skill. But you know what I mean? But with Arknights, like, man, clearing those stages, man, and really working things out in Arknights, it's special. And there's just so many different ways it can be done as well. That's why I love watching clears back when I've cleared a hard stage, because you get your eyes open and you're like, holy shit, there's like, it feels like there's 50 other different ways to clear this stage, where in other games, it's usually the same thing pretty much, right? Maybe one or two characters, you know, maybe this person's doing a little bit of better quick swap, they're cancelling animations maybe, and that's allowing them to generate energy quicker depending on the game, but it's pretty much same, but different. Where with Arknights, just totally different, right?
And say Honkai Star Rail, which, hot take, I don't even feel is the worst because it has no PvP. And I could care less about zero cycling. I only really care about the story there. It's more closer to Fate Grand Order, which I consider fairly lenient. A lot of the free shit in FGO can clear everything, and you only really need to invest in a meta-defining support. After you have one or two of those, you can play literally any DPS.
Also, I've heard this in
directly comparing
FGO.
Gameplay, you really can't.
Like, people say, the gacha sucks, but the good thing is, it doesn't even matter, because you can just clear the game anyway.
Since it's all up to genre preference. If you like open world, Genshin and Wu are better. If you like turn-based, Honkai is more interesting. But if you like tower defenses, time to learn Arknights.
I don't know, man. I'd argue, if you like turn-based games, there's many better games than Honkai Star Rail for turn-based combat. As turn-based combat goes, Star Rail's not even that good,
buddy.
Personally, it's a good game. The combat itself isn't like Star Rail's anywhere near its best point for me. Like, I'll say again, Bella Bugger's peak. You know, its combat's just alright, though.
This isn't the only point of comparison between Arknights and the rest. There's also their different systems. As the namesake of the genre of gacha games, the most important system to discuss is the gacha itself. This can be subdivided into the standard headhunting banner, Colonel headhunting.
Rather play Limbo Scene. Yeah, what's up,
is
Easy?
something that I've only ever seen in this game personally. The idea is that it is a free gacha system where you select tags and you get a random operator based off your grade. It's a set pool, so you can't get everyone, but this is a good method to farm various currencies, and the operators in it can be quite good. The Colonel headhunting system functions like a standard banner, except it's a separate pool entirely. This was Arknights' method to dilute the unit pool by moving many of the units from the early couple years into their own separate banner. That way, when you pull the standard one, you can't get the equivalent of losing your 50-50 to Japard and Honkai Star Rail. More like you randomly get a Hyacine instead. And the rates on hitting an SSR is comparatively really high. The Hoyo games have a standard base chance of hitting an SSR at 0.6%. The standard base chance in Arknights is a full 2%. I usually get 40 to 50 rolls saved up between every banner that I care about, and I hit the rate up unit I want maybe 50 or 60% of the time. It's very chill. I hit an SSR so often that I don't particularly care if I miss anyone, unless it's someone I really want. Not to mention, dupes don't fucking matter.
Yes.
They only give marginally better stats.
Yes. I'm so glad, even though they matter much more in Enfield, right? I'm so glad they didn't lean into it too heavily. They definitely do matter, and hopefully they don't speedrunning dupes mattering too much in the future. Another massive thing, right? Dupes just really don't fucking matter.
That's an almost never make or break content clears. This is unlike the Hoyo games in Wuwa, where dupes lock entire parts of their kit behind a paywall. I consider this system to be severely anti-consumer and highly predatory, which is funny to say considering they're all gacha games at the end of the day. This is why I tend to prefer the gacha system of Arknights and those like it over the rest, especially because there is no weapons banner. I have always said this since day dot. Hoyo introducing a separate premium currency weapons banner that is BIS for every single character is a blight upon the gacha game sphere. Its introduction has tainted every gacha game since.
Was Genshin the first? It wasn't the first game to introduce that, not really. What was the first game to introduce, like, weapons on top of the characters? Or does he mean specifically regarding the currency here? That's why I'm so glad we got the Arsenal system as well in Enfield again. Hoyo didn't start. I was going to say I didn't think they did.
To at least
I don't know if he's specifically connecting the currency to it as well. But even then, I'm going to guess that they didn't do that either, right?
They're adding one for profit.
Genshin was the one that popularized it all. True, right? You know, end of the day, everybody tried to follow suit in what Hoyo did after Genshin, right? Because Genshin did what Genshin did, right? And fucking blew up, right?
Oh, let's force everyone to have to pull 2 entirely separate things per character. It will double profits. Yippee! Can you tell I don't like weapons? That's not to say it can't be done well. FGO's weapons are built into their character banners, which barely even matter anyways because the best ones are all free from events. I can't speak on Wuwa because I quit in 1.0, and I never looked up Enfields because I don't want to spoil the game for myself, but I hear they're fine. But you're telling me I can pull a character in Arknights and have it be max strength from the game?
Damn. Bro has got some strength to character. Didn't even bother looking up like the weapons and gacha stuff on that because he didn't want to spoil himself. Holy shit. Okay. Respect.
Gecko? Sounds good to me. Not to mention, maxing out a character has nothing to do with a dog shit randomized artifact system. Just get the materials like you would for any other game.
Yep.
What if you get an old unit? Don't they suck? Well, if you remember what I said earlier, if the low rarity operators can clear everything, why can't the old premium units? I still use a lot.
Brother, my best 50-50 loss ever was an older unit. Actual plot armor.
Of them to this day. And I could even bring them up to speed with the module system. Arknights' way of buffing old characters to relevance again. Thankfully, a lot of gachas are doing this, which I am happy about. FGO, Honkai, Genshin, ZZZ, they're all buffing older characters through some kind of method. No, Arknights isn't fully absolved from sin. I might not spend money on the gacha, but they siphon my money in another way. And that is through the League of Legends method. Most of the time I buy Organium, it's to buy skins, baby!
Iced.
The skins in this game are so good. Everyone is dripped out. So much so, they added a whole boutique section.
To be honest, the module, well, great, it can be better. See, I can't comment on that part of the game, right? Because being a baby bitch E1 player who refuses to E2, I've got no context around the experience of building units like that, and then the experience post building the units as well.
In the menu so you can browse. That said though, Wishido, what in the hell are you wearing? Skin pricing's okay. but you can't just grind out the game for the currency. No, the real actual issue is actually part of the grind itself. Arknights unfortunately has the archaic fossil of time-gated farming. Most games...
Yes, big agree. Any game that does that, no. If it's like, oh, I need this map for my character. Oh yeah, you can only farm that on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Or a Wednesday and a fucking Friday. Or whatever. It's like, bro, what we doing here? Stop it. Stop it. That is one issue. The amount of times when, like, you get a new character and then, like, I ain't got a specific material. You're like, right, quickly, let's go farm it. Fuck! I don't understand it. And a game like Arknights as well doesn't even need to do it. It doesn't even need to do it right because there's so much content to keep you on the game. Like, it's not even a retention thing, really. You know what I mean?
Have moved away from this method, and yet it's right here. Like in Genshin, you can only farm certain materials on certain days. It is disturbing that it has not been updated yet to leave them all open all the time. Like, do they genuinely think that little Timmy is laying in bed trying to sleep, excited to finally farm LMD on Sunday? Oh, hell no! Honestly, there's still a lot to talk about system-wise. Like about how them adding a bunch of English VAs is scratching my brain in a very good way. But if we talked about everything, we would be here for hours.
True.
So let's move on and talk about the real meat of the game. The story. If it wasn't evident before, I mainly play gacha games for their story. It is by far the most important aspect for me.
Hopefully... I don't think we're spoiling here.
And damn does Arknights deliver in spades. Arknights is up there with some of the deepest world building I have ever seen. And it is certainly top tier when considering only gacha games. From the high level history...
I agree with that. I think it's actually up there in general sci-fi, fantasy, like, content, personally, for me. I think the world's fucking brilliant. I really do.
...of every single nation, to the overarching origin of Terra, down to the little details of how a frail infected man in Ursus escapes persecution, to the final words of a Victorian soldier about to be a victim of Sarkaz witchcraft. It all oozes with flavor, detailed and beautifully written prose. Maybe a couple years ago,
Skybird doesn't read story.
Storytelling doesn't match up with how good the world building is, but these days they don't have that problem at all. Babel, Lone Trails, chapters 14 and 15, Come Catastrophes or Wakes of Vultures. These are all fantastically written stories, where every little detail matters to the reader. The only semi-recent story in Arknights that I can think of that could be considered an L was a Virtuosa and Viviana event that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. The story itself was good, but the prose was the blandest I've seen in a while. Even despite that, though, when all these stories are put together...
Thing is, though, you can't... With how much story content's in this game, it can't all be, like, top tier, right? Again, there's definitely parts of the game myself, where you're like, okay, it does feel like sometimes things wordy for the sake of being wordy without actually adding to the game. But for the most part, you don't get that feeling. I think the only time sometimes where, like, I actually feel like I want to rush story, it's not because I want to rush the story. It's because, when you're in a good set of stages and you're enjoying the gameplay, you're like, I just want to play. I just want to play. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, can you shut the fuck up yapping and can we get onto the stage kind of thing? But yeah, again, it's not perfect, right? And no story's ever going to be perfect. But with a game that has such a vast amount of stories as well, it's to be expected. There's going to be plenty that don't exactly hit the mark. Again, so far for me, though, majority of my experience with the story has been brilliant. My side story experiences so far, I'd probably say, for me, the weakest side story for me so far is, and I've only done Granny and the Knight's Treasure, Dark Knight's Memoirs, and What the Firelights Cast. Probably Firelight was the weakest one for me personally. There was definitely times I definitely just felt like it was a little bit slow. It was needed, right? But I just felt there was parts of it where I was just like, I think we can move on a little bit now. You know what I mean? Felt like it hung around a little bit too much, even though it wasn't a long one.
The world feels so vibrant and alive. And when I compare it to other games in the Gacha family tree, most don't hold up. My standards are honestly just too high for this shit. Genshin has only 2 good story patches, the beginning of Sumeru and the end of Fontaine. The rest is not very good. Though, disclaimer, I haven't played through Notcry yet. Zenless Zone Zero was good up to 1.4, but it's been pretty mid to bad since. Honkai Star Rail is my favorite Hoyo game,
like
the ones I've
story
played for a reason. It is by far the best story from them, and it isn't close. But even then, there's a lot to be critical about. Magia Record and Magia Exeter are fine. They shine sometimes, but overall they're no Modica Magica. And the rest, I either haven't played, or they don't have a story worth mentioning. The only game that is comparable to Arknights is Fate Grand Order.
The series storyline.
That's almost unfair because Type Moon's world building has been worked on since the late 90s. Plus, I'm biased here. Lost Belt 6 is one of my favorite stories in fiction of all time. But there's a reason why I'm not calling FGO the best gacha game. There's only so much bad gameplay a story can carry. But as you could probably tell so far, I'm extremely critical of stories in all forms of media. But that's something born of passion, not maliciousness. Which is why I hope you can tell that I really do regard Arknight's world and stories as something special. And that's what that asterisk at the beginning means. I play these games out of love for their stories, more than anything else. Maybe the meaning is something else for you, but let's be realistic. We all enjoy gacha games for different reasons.
Yeah,
you might be thinking my priorities and ratings are dumb.
You can't do that though, bro. Especially with certain games. Because if you say that, these parts are not for me, it doesn't go down well.
Dog shit stupid. Your asterisk could be about exploring an open world, or high-octane, fast-paced action, or just being a degenerate gambler. But for me, it's breathing in a world I've emotionally pored over for years.
Alright, quick question. What's the most important to you in a gacha game? Story, gameplay, gacha / characters. What is it for you? What is it for you? Because for me, it's gameplay. It's gameplay. Because at the end of the day, I'm playing a game, right? That's the most important thing. If it comes wrapped with an amazing story, let's fucking go, right? But a great game can still be a great game with zero context or story, right? And a great story can be a great story with shit gameplay, but shit gameplay added onto a great story, as he said, can only do so much, right? The story can only, if the gameplay is totally uninspiring, what's keeping you around other than maybe just watching the story online or something, right? Gameplay first and then story. Okay. Balance of both. Fair. Gameplay. Just followed by story. Yeah. Gameplay first. Makes sense, right? Because what's going on, Kerry? Makes sense because, at the end of the day, we're playing a game, right? We're playing a game. The entire package, story and gameplay. I need gameplay just to enjoy the game. I need the story to be involved outside of the game. Yeah, well, I think a game can be amazing for the gameplay, right? There's a reason we play multiplayer games and stuff, right? When you're playing something like Valorant or Battlefield or whatever, CSGO, whatever it might be, League of Legends, you don't necessarily have to care about the world that it exists in and the little stories that come with it because the game itself holds up, right? But when it comes to a single-player game, what takes it to the next level, that elevates it, that gives you immersion, that I guess can add that emotional connection as well. Story can do a massive, massive thing for that, right? I weigh them all pretty equally. Fair. Story for me. Okay. Cutscenes are like, what, gameplay for me? Gameplay. Okay. And combat. Mostly focus on story, told you gameplay, and the art style. Art style is really important to me as well, actually. I am graphics not. Art style is a big thing for me though, right? Also, FGL's gameplay isn't bad, but really niche. Yeah. Gameplay wise, I can hold on without too much playtime. Combat has to feel impactful. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Reading the heroic.
Obviously, it all comes together. When a game can go from being good to great is when all those systems work together, right? Music, story, basic things like UI, systems in regards to the stuff that is connected to the gameplay itself. You've got the core gameplay, then you've got systems like account leveling, character building, grind, XP, all that sort of stuff, right? Yeah. All right.
Of these operators that I've really come to love. That's everything I have to say for now. There's more to talk about, like how good the music is, the great character writing, the amazing character designs, but there's such a thing as going too much into the weeds. If you have something you want me to expand on, let me know. As you can probably tell,
I don't mind going too much into the weeds, bro.
Writer,
I'll sit in the apple day, baby.
I could be convinced to talk about anything some more. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I have a very unrealistic goal of hitting 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so I would appreciate your help in trying to get there.
not unrealistic. Only missed it by a little bit. That sucks. Only missed it by a little bit. I'm going to subscribe to this dude, actually. I'm liking this video. I think this was a very, very good video.
That's everything from me. I'll see y'all next time.
Not just because dude's purely glazing. That goes a long way for me. But I think it was just well made. Eloquently put. Concise about his thoughts, unlike me. Yeah, I think this is a really good video. Yeah, okay. I think I agree. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is the best gacha game I've ever played. Do I even go down that route? Do I go down the route of listing? Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'll just say this is my favourite game. I was going to say, do I go down a route of listing my, like, the top 3 or something? But nah, we won't open that can of worms. Anyway, it's a really good game. You should try it out. You should try it out, in my opinion. It was a great video, that was, as well. Pixie and help achieve his goal in time. No, terrible. You can have a great game with piss poor mechanics. Yeah. Well, it depends on the game, doesn't it? It's all dependent on a game, right? You know, there's literally games out there that their experiences in a different way. And I think of, like, maybe things like, was it like Firewatch? You know, oh shit, what was that game? Journey. You know, these sort of games that, like, they're an experience. Now, obviously, a game like Valorant is an experience, but it's a different kind of experience, right? You know, it's taking you on in a sense, you're going on a journey and a story through the art form and storytelling guise of through gameplay, right? The gameplay is the story in a sense. It all depends on how the game's made, right? And then there's other games that, like, you know, that require the context of a written or voice story to go along with it. Yeah, it all depends on what you're playing, right? But end of the day, when it comes to a game, you know, you want good gameplay, don't you? But as I say, it depends on the person as well, right? All depends on the person. Valo is a journey through hell with how bright the flashes are. And people you're playing with as well. And the people you're playing with as well, right? It can be a rough time. Rough time. What we got here then? Fellow Moon JP Korean PC clients are now available. What's happening in r/Gacha gaming? What's going on? What's the most memorable event game you played last year? Most memorable event game? Event game? Does he mean actual, like, betas and stuff? I don't know. You see how I'm spending New Year's Eve. Everyone I follow on IG, couple photos, Happy New Year. Me spending the whole night with my gacha waifus. Based. Lost Sword first anniversary. Genshin Impact version. Luna 4. Oh, this is Styx's Game Awards, right? I can't believe he got Josh involved as well. Reckon he had to throw a bit of cash his way. I love Josh, man. Josh is one of my favourite YouTubers. It was awesome to see him in that video. Dragon Sword. We saw some in this gameplay, right? I don't think many of us were sold on this, right? Bit of a shame, really. How do you like your banners and rosters in your games? Do you prefer large rosters with character-only banners or smaller rosters with characters and weapon banners? It all depends, but I think large rosters with characters only probably the best way to go, right? We've got a Trick Cal Chibi Go 100-day appreciation version. Great game as well. You should check it out. Pre-registration for Neo Artifacts. What the fuck is this? Okay. Engaging gacha game content. 3 types of gacha game players be. Players who enjoy the story. Players who focus on combat. Players who only collect skins and don't care about anything else. Love and deep space. Constantly printing money. Yeah, I think we've seen all this, right? I think we've seen all this. Even in there, did he actually? Because, like, I skimmed through it because I was like, I'll try and watch this at some point. I had a quick skim through it just to see what the idea was, and then I went to the end and I was like, oh, well, Josh appeared. Let's go. A lot of comments on the awards had the same concerns as me in terms of where the votes are pulled from. Yeah. Like, I spoke on this. I also frame it in the sense that it's not too deep, right? It's just a bit of fun, but at the same time, there is, if you're going to try and actually genuinely try to build an award, which I know sticks, right? He he'll want to try and create something there that has some validity to it as well. And I think if that's going to be the case, then that has to be something that like he's looked upon as well, right? Not, you know, taking anything away from it at all, because I couldn't have done it, right? But I think, you know, it's just a bit of fucking throwaway fun, and it doesn't matter, right? It just depends on what he's trying to do. And I would assume, again, I'm assuming here, that I think he'd want to build it into something a little bit more. I think he made a post, or it was a comment about it, saying, you know, that he looks to make next year bigger and better. So, you know, I suppose if you are going to try and do something like that, you've got to really try and lock down that sort of stuff to, I guess, make it as genuine as you possibly can, right? Give it the seal of approval as much as possible. But I love predicting which will win. Best way to do it, right? That's the best way to do it. You know, imagine being old and your grandchild just shows you a gacha game. If you ask me, would I participate? I don't know. Maybe. I can't remember if, like, I remember, because like there's a couple of discords for like CCs and stuff, right? And I remember, I think it was thrown out to everybody to like get involved, if I remember correctly. Man, you guys know what I'm like. Do you know what? I missed a fucking message from Hypergryph, literally from Hypergryph in my DMs for months. That's how little attention I play, you know? Like, I'm terrible. Like, shout out to Hypergryph. I actually responded to the dude, right? Like, months later, I was like, my bad for missing it. But if anything ever comes up in the future, right, keep me in your thoughts. And he was like, yeah, man, will do. Like, I was like, oh, sweet, you know. But yeah, like, that's how terrible I am. I fucking missed Hypergryph. So that's how bad I am. Yo, Sarah, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. By the way, NTE made to sign up is ending soon. I've signed up. Yeah, Ducklord. Yeah. I signed up. I guess this one is to let people know, as well as this award show exists for those who care. Yeah. Pixie's truly a fake hyperglazer, right? Yeah, no, it was legit. It was inviting me to something that, like, probably a bunch of other people you've known have already been involved with. Edge's art style is too kid-centric for me. Pixies, I'm an undercover robot, not a hyperglazer. Imagine if Lowlight sent that message himself. Oh, no, yeah. Lucky it wasn't. It was more on their global side of things, so. But still, I felt like a right dickhead. Honestly, I did. I went, because it was not long after, like, a few people were saying, like, I've messaged you, and I've got my things sent. I need to accept them. And I started looking. I was like, oh, shit, I've got a bunch. Fuck, man. I've got loads. I had ones from Super. I had loads from a bunch of other YouTubers. I was like, oh, man. I bet people are sitting here thinking, yeah, that Pixel guy's a fucking dickhead, man. Just ghost you. But, yeah. Who's one of them, man? I felt like a fucking idiot. One thing that made me quit Woowa was the fact that, though I loved the game, it didn't love me back. Toxic relationship, yeah? You got a toxic relationship with the game. Hold up a second then. So we got these 5 years of Arknights here. And then, what else we've got here? Let me just check React Smash a second. Where are we? Ooh, damn. Okay. Like that. We got some. I watch these off stream now. We've started to play Warframe, so I'm trying to learn stuff. My wife left Warframe. What's this? Oh, nice, man. You guys have banged a bunch of fucking Warframe stuff in here. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Awesome. You guys are legends. Absolute legends. Let's be better. Wuthering Waves deserves a better community. Is this new?
The Wuthering Waves community is in a dire situation, as the
I'm not touching that with a barge pole. I'm not. No, that's bait. That's bait, that is. I'm not touching that with a barge pole. Nuh-uh. Not happening. Not happening. I lost 50-50 a few times and it feels painful. Yeah, it does. It does look right. It does look. Well, unless you get like a OPP, you know. I'll take that. I'll take an OPP loss all day long. All day long. We do have a video here though that caught my eye. Dia, Wua, and ZZZ. What are we doing? What's this? Alright.
So before the video start,
should we have a little look? Oh, go on then. Let's have a little look and then we'll get into these 5 years of Arknights and then we get into the game. Alright, boys and girls. Okay then, so this is from Subzorg. Dear Wua and ZZZ, what are we doing? I don't know what this is about. Is this about the game? Is this about the communities? What is this? It's caught my eye. Oh, go on then. I'll dip my feet in. Probably gonna regret it, but let's see what this one's about then. Let's have a look.
Before the video start, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. This video is not a hit piece on ZZZ and Wuthering Wave. I'm not hating on these two games. I'm not doom posting on these two games. Please do not take this video out of context. So
one thing I've learned, adding that at the start of your video really doesn't matter, to be fair. I am not going to do that anymore in the future, if I'm honest. If I got something to say, if you think I'm just hating, then whatever. I ain't going to go into that thing of, you know, the disclaimers just don't matter at the end of the day. If people want to take you out of context, they will. If people want to just mishear your message, they will. Even if, like, the message doesn't necessarily come across right, you know, people will just actively be disingenuous if they want to. There's no point. There's no point really.
ZZZ just released their new 2.5 patch, and Wuthering Wave just released their.
I'm hearing 2.5 is actually decent, right?
2.5 patch marks our conclusion in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Meanwhile, Wuthering Wave marks our new journey in the new region called Lahai Roi. It's kind of a coincidence, isn't it? Our journey is ending in ZZZ. We reach our conclusion in Wi-Fi Peninsula, and meanwhile in Wuthering Wave, we are going to a new area to start our new journey. ZZZ patch 2.5 offers a lot of content, a lot of quality of life changes, free characters, free skin, free pools, and also Wuthering Wave, new area.
Wait, is there free characters in 2.5? I've heard that the Shiu's not great, actually, for easy. 2.5 is fun. Okay, I need to update.
New system, new characters. Both of this game right now is like cooking.
Is it quiet?
You know what I'm saying? But if you guys played both ZZZ and Wuthering Wave, ZZZ and Wuthering Wave recently introduced a new endgame mode. Well, for ZZZ cases, they don't really introduce a new game mode, more like they just rework the old game mode. And this new game mode has been, it's a hit or miss. So
holy shit, I didn't know that.
About it. I'm gonna start with ZZZ first. All right, the end game I want to talk about is...
Oh, is that furry looking... Okay. Is that the little one with the big sword? Get that character free. Can I still get that if I update there and get on now? I quite like the design of that character, actually. I think it's kind of cool.
The shoe defense. They rework the shoe defense. They remove floor 6 and 7. Right now, the final floor is just going to be floor 5. But the difference with this floor is you have to use a total of 3 teams to clear this. Not to mention, they introduced a new system in the shoe defense, the point system, kind of like Deadly Assault. You know how Deadly Assault works. You get 20k points and you will get 3 stars. Hey, they rework shoe defense to like a kind of like a Deadly Assault because I love Deadly Assault. Hey, this is good. And I was wrong. This shoe defense is not that good. I like the old shoe defense more than this. The old shoe defense, you have to build only 2 teams. So you focus on clearing the boss before.
Why would they make such a change then for that? I suppose the cynical thing could be like, you'd think, well, FOMO, right? But what is the deal with that? So I've been hearing like from a couple of people actually that there's quite a few people are not happy with Shiu at the moment either. As well, should I say?
For the time runs out. It's simple. Just because I said simple doesn't mean it's not difficult. There is some difficulty to it. My Banwei build is not really that great, but even with this Banwei build, I can still clear the previous Shiu defense with this build. Now I can't do it. Even with his
several characters,
team,
obviously. Well, that's what I would think, right?
All the rewards, you need to reach S rank on all 3 floors. But getting S rank is just very, very difficult. What I mean by very difficult, the boss died before I can even reach S rank. It's weird.
Yo, this dude looks kind of sick. Just gone through the whole fight. We don't have to watch the whole fight, do we?
Man.
He's back. No, this is just in
like
playing,
this
right?
new Shiu defense. Okay. I don't know. Now let's move on to Wuthering Wave new endgame mode right
Did
here.
I miss?
Oh, I tried every
sorry.
point. Like the and I'm still A rank. On the old Shiu defense, I can clear this with my premium Banwei team. I mean, it's kind of premium. If I want to make it even more premium, I need to pull for dial-in, but I don't have dial-in, so I... Anyways, like, you get my point. Like, the boss died before I even get S rank. I'm not sure how to feel about this new Shiu defense. I don't really have a lot of premium teams. I don't really play.
That's one way to pad the video. Yeah, there's a lot of watching there. I can't. What's going on, Renegade? I can't tell what's happening. This is one of the reasons I don't like fast action combat games. Do you know what? That's exactly what I thought when I watched Azure Premier League gameplay. I was just like, this is overstimulating, man.
This game as often as Wuthering Wave, but even so, I can still clear Shiu defense before. Now I can't clear it because of this new system. Deadly Soul is better with this point system, but Shiu defense, maybe it is good. I don't know. I tried everything. The highest I can reach is like 23k, and I have to like what min-max my character to get 80 polychrome. 80. Let me know in the comments if you guys, some of you guys like.
For me, that's why I think there's that part of me is like, it's better not to have currency attached to these kind of modes. I get it, it's just extra currency. But when you get to these sort of like diminishing returns, right, of like, who gives a fuck then? Is that really FOMO to get that, right? It's more about just clearing the content for bragging rights, right? And the satisfaction of clearing the content, really. Because at the end of the day, you'll never find me grinding content for like hours to be like, ooh, yes, almost half a pull, you know, or half a pull, or I got a third of a pull there, or even I got a pull there. Like, it's just, fuck that. Fuck that.
This new
I'll lose
defense,
out on that
I want to
pull.
see your POV on this. I don't like this new Shiu defense. Give me back the OG Shiu defense. I don't know. Maybe it's just me who don't like this new Shiu defense. I don't know. Now, let's move on to Wuthering Wave new endgame mode right here. I'm not going to talk about the stability records because this one is pretty easy to get. All you have to do is just get 10k points here to get all the rewards here. The main part I'm going to talk about is this one. I don't like this one. I have like a love-hate relationship with this new endgame right here. The good thing about this endgame is it's kind of like Wuthering Wave version of Deadly Assault. Kind of like that because you have to fight a bunch of bosses. It's like a boss rush. If you kill all the 4 bosses, they're going to respawn and it will be even more stronger. Not just stronger, they will have
you have to get like 5k
moveset
points
to make it more difficult, and I like that. But the thing I don't like about this endgame mode, you cannot share gear. So for example, over here I'm using Shang Liao, Linne, and Shorekeeper because I'm sharing Echo with Augusta, right? I was using this Echo before, so I'm gonna replace it. And if I go to my Augusta team here, look at it.
So this isn't so much about the characters. It's just like, yo, you've got to go farm, basically, to play this, yeah. Really? I'd hate that then. Because I hate echo farming in Wuthering Waves.
There is a weapon or echo in use. So basically, I cannot start this because my Shang...
Oh, shit, on weapon as well. Yeah, dude. Nah, fuck that shit with the echoes, man. Yeah, why would they do that? I don't understand. I get, like, you know, the idea of, like, this is the end game plus, I suppose, right? Where this is for the people who've got their accounts built up. But, like, there was that big thing of bringing in the echo, what was it? You know, you fucking, what was it called, man? I forgot what it was called, you know, to have your, each fucking loadout, your echo loadouts. And then to bring in a mode, it's like, well, that doesn't matter anymore because you need separate echoes. It's like, even, you know, obviously I haven't played the game for a while. I've got a few characters that have got decent builds, right? Most of my characters have just got average builds because I preset, that's it, yeah, the preset. I hated doing echo farming in WoW. I have got PTSD with double defense. I've just got PTSD with double defense, right? Flat defense percentage, fuck off. Man, I can't stand it.
Liao is using the echo, and then not just echo. For example, if you share weapon, for example, I'm gonna use like
you just have to
weapon on Zap.
Get a certain amount of crests and be certain part of okay, so it is kind of like Endgame Plus then, yeah. So you have to, okay, so it doesn't unlock until you've done that, okay.
Zani, for example, right? There is a weapon and echo in use. So basically, I cannot use my Zani team because my Xiang Liao is using her weapon.
As well as that part there where it's like, okay, it is for people who are really built up in their accounts, but still, for me, like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it too much there. It doesn't feel like true difficulty for me. It just feels like you haven't farmed enough here. Again, this is where I go back to like Arknights, right? OG Arknights here is that difficult content's difficult, right? Now, of course, there's content that's going to be a lot easier with certain characters. Of course there is. But it's not that, oh, this content's difficult because you might not have the right stats. Do you know what I mean? You might not have the right characters. You might not have just enough crit. And now it's like, oh, you literally need to go and get another good set of echoes again now. All spent enough, yeah.
Like, why? Why is that a thing? The reason why I love endgame in Wuthering Wave, because it's convenient. Not just endgame, all the combat events, you can share echoes, you can share weapon across your teams, and for some reason,
I really like that about Weaver as well.
Endgame mode doesn't allow you to do that. It was perfect, and for some reason, you guys are taking away that freedom from us. I literally have to waste my wave plate just to farm a new echo set for my Xiang Liao because my Augusta is using the same set. And I know there's a lot of people in the community are asking for Kurodev to make the endgame more difficult. I kind of see the vision what they're doing here. Doing this endgame mode is fun and I hate it at the same time, you know,
okay.
Because the fact that you can't share.
So the actual content itself's good. It's just how they've implemented some stuff. Well, that can be an easy fix if they're willing to work on stuff, right? Again, for me, man, obviously I don't know what this is like because these are bosses. I just love holograms in Wuthering Waves. I just love holograms.
Gear and weapon. But doing the endgame mode, it's fun because I have to fight like a bunch of bosses, which is fun. I like doing that. You can share gear in TOA. You can share gear in Whimpering Waste. You can share gear in any other combat event out there. For some reason, not this endgame. As I said earlier,
because I love Depths of Elusive Realm and I love the Trials Crisis mode. I thought that was awesome. It looks like to me we've still got an in-game problem, right? Because I'm sorry, Terraversity sucks. Whimpering Waste sucks, right? And for anybody who's like, well, you've been playing for ages, I've played both of those a lot. I haven't played this, but what I'm getting from this is the mode itself seems decent, at least in my head, what I'm imagining, and he's saying it's good. It's just that they've now brought in this arbitrary, I guess, gear check in the sense that you can't keep using all of this gear. I suppose in their head, they're looking at it as kind of the system in the tower, right? in terms of like how many times you can use a character in regards to I forgot what's the fucking system called in the tower now. You know, that's kind of the thinking. Yeah, man. I think it's one of Wiwa's weakest points, man, isn't it, really? Because it's got insane combat, man. It deserves better endgame. It really does. It deserves better endgame because it's got fucking brilliant action combat.
Since the end game in this game is very convenient, right? You can just share gear. So I don't really bother min-maxing every character in this game, right? So I'm just sharing echo of them because it's convenient. You can just clear the end game with shared echo, but on this end game, you can't do it. Is it because they want to make the end game more difficult? Maybe. But to me, they're trying to make the end game inconvenient to players.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
now you cannot.
That's what that feels like. It's not really like a FOMO end game of you have to have the characters and maybe a little bit on weapons. Maybe, you know, it might be like, oh, because you're using a particular weapon on a character and you might want to use a SIG across a couple of characters. Maybe on that there's a bit of FOMO there, but this just, it's more leans into inconvenient, right? Of, yeah, you just need to go far more to come back to this.
Share gears and weapons. If you lack weapons, you have to pull for a new weapon. So in order for you to get all the rewards here, I mean all the extra reward, you can't get all this. This is just extra, so you can just ignore this one. It's not really important. For you to get all these rewards, you need a total of 8 to 9 teams or 7 teams to get all of this. But for average player, you just need to focus on getting all these rewards. So in order for you to get all these extra rewards, here you need 4 teams, reach 5k points, basically the S rank for you to get S rank.
Which I don't necessarily mind some modes like wanting you to have multiple teams, because obviously when you get to these sort of points in the game, you probably do have multiple teams. Now it depends on how much it expects them to be. Ultra premium teams is a different thing, right? But I don't mind modes so much where it's like, okay, we want you to have a broad account here. We don't want you to just be vertically invested. We want you to be horizontally invested across the account. I think that's fine. I'm totally cool with that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's a weird restriction for me
5k
regarding
points.
the
5k
echoes.
points.
Doesn't make
4
sense.
teams in singularity expansion for you to get all these rewards. I'll just show you guys how this end game work. This is my team right here. We can choose a buff. I'm choosing Toon Break here because I'm using Ledney here. So this is how the end game work.
Okay, I fought this fucking monkey a million times, so I don't need to watch this.
Alright, I got 5,267 points. That is S rank. Now you just need to repeat the whole thing. Get 5k here, get 5k here, and
Okay.
5k here, and then 5k here. In my
Yeah,
opinion,
so
this endgame...
I suppose really that's a gear checking weapons, right? That's probably what they're going for. They probably just added the echoes in as well as an extra layer to make it so it takes longer to complete this. Maybe in their thought process there, this is a retention gimmick. It's like, okay, the people are going to go and, you know, farm now, build up some more echoes across multiple teams because we've given a quality of life mechanic in regards to the presets, and now we're saying you now need to go and farm more. But I suppose it comes more into the weapons, right? The actual weapons themselves.
Is good, but it still have some flaws. I don't know, maybe the dev want us to like not share gear, but that's kind of weird. Like all the other end game, all the other combat event, we can share gears. I'm still in the middle of my break right now, but I decided to make this video because I feel like I have to talk about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this new end game mode, whether you guys like it or not. Just
Probably
let me know in
yes.
the comments.
Probably,
Anyways,
it's probably like some
I
of the
guess
psychology behind it, right? Is you become more invested when you're doing stuff like that as well, right? Which I can understand from a corporate point of view, right? For me, personally, like, even when I was playing WoW regularly, like, go back on my channel, I've got posts about me saying that, you know, farming echoes, I just find it not enjoyable. And I thought it got worse in 2.0 a little bit. Obviously, I don't know what quality of life they've done now to improve farming for echoes and stuff like, but yeah, okay. That's a weird one, man. That's a weird one. Yeah. Drop a like on this dude, man. Drop a like on it. You know, I'm going to subscribe to this dude, actually. So, both games kind of slipping up a little bit with their end game there. Okay. All right. But overall, though, again, even though I've not been a massive fan of the bike, I've heard 3.0 is all right. It's a good patch, and I've heard 2.5 is a good patch as well. You know, can't wait to get a quarter of a temple every 35 days, right? Right, dude. Like, for me, you'd think. Again, I said this for a long time. Like, I think a lot of people got the misconception with me, you know, since my infamous bike video, that I quit WoW because of exploration. I didn't at all. At all. I stopped playing Wuthering Waves. Mainly, like, I did start to become a bit uninterested in the story, if I'm honest. Like, up until, like, 2.0 I really enjoy, but I don't know. It just feels like a very cyclical story. Do you know? Kind of thing WoW does. It feels just like kind of doing the same shit, different veneer in each region, really, for the most part. That's what it felt like anyway. Which is fine. I'm not shitting on it, you know, it's fine. But for me, the main thing that, like, I started to get, I guess, disenfranchised with the game, because I still think Wuthering Waves is a great game. It probably was, well, it was endgame and events, right? I think combat events just, I don't think they were, like, the thing is, we were right. It's got such good combat that core gameplay, like, does the heavy lifting of the events that can be kind of average, but it still feels good because the combat feels so good. Do you know what I mean? Like, the combat's so good that can kind of just give you the same thing with a slight twist, and it still feels great because it's that good. But, like, I started to get to the point where I was just like, okay, yeah, you know, I don't really feel like this is anything feels fresh. And then I got to the point where, because I do like mini games in gacha games, I was desperate for mini games, right? I was desperate for it. And when the fishing event came around, I was like, yes, this is awesome. And then even that, like, that was just too big as well. It was like, that was kind of like, you know, be careful what you wish for kind of thing that was, if I'm honest. And then they went on that drought for a long time, didn't they, with combat events as well? And I just do not like Tower of Adversity. And Whimpering Waste came along and it was like, sweet, we've got a new endgame. And it sucked balls to me. It sucked balls. I don't know how good it is now. If it's got better, I don't know. The two modes for me that I'd say three actually, because I adored the Trials Crisis, wherever the fuck it was called. You know, the one where you added like I forgot what they're called now, but you basically it was kind of like CC in a sense, wasn't he? In Arknights. I really liked that. I love Depths of Elusive Realm. I thought that was brilliant. Right? Virtual Crisis, that's it, yeah. Depths of Elusive Realm and Virtual Crisis, loved it. And there was that, what was it? The Infinite Battle Simulation. A lot of people weren't massive fans of that, but I thought there was such a, like, base there to build on for that mode for me. I had a blast with that mode. You know, where it gave you, like, a little area to travel through, and there was, like, I think you had chests to open, if I remember now, right? And then, like, you'd basically buff up through the stage till, like, the end. It was just about getting a load of points. But, like, just simple things like you're getting crazy damage stacks off doing plunge attacks. So you could be doing insane amounts of damage off plunge attacks and stuff. Like, I love that. I thought it was brilliant. And I thought that was a mode that it had such potential to build upon, I think. And it feels like a lot of stuff happens in Wuthering Waves where it's just like, something comes along and you're like, okay, there's something here, and then it goes away, and they're coming with something else, and they're like, okay, this is our favourite child. And it's like obnoxious and dumb and dribbles on the table, you know, and stinks like feet, and it's just like, man, you had a really nice straight A student over there who was like really chill, and this is who you choose to be your favourite. You know? Yeah. That's just me personally anyway, right? That's just me. But yeah, Terror Versi for me, I'm so yeah, I don't find it interesting at all. It's just a basic timer mode, right? Optimize your rotations within a timer. Let's see. Play the same thing, and yeah, exactly, easy. Play the same thing over and over again, you lose. That's why, again, I love in Arknights, right? They do a really good job of that. In that like, you know, going through the story, and the mechanics change just enough that it feels different enough that you have to approach in a different way, and it really, really is good. Fair fancy endgame. Never to farm on PvP map game because becomes so toxic out of nowhere. We could never. It's crazy how Arknights has so many diverse modes. Exactly right, yeah. I don't think we're going to get that level of diversity in Enfield, right? But I really hope they at least try. I am a little bit worried. Like, I'm not worried about the core gameplay of Arknights. And I'm a hope maxer when it comes to Ark Knights Enfield, right? But the cynical part of me, I'm a little bit worried about endgame and events. Just a little bit. Now, maybe events less so, because I do think we'll start to see some, like, factory type stuff, like with that survival stuff maybe brought in. And I do like the extraction mode. I forgot what it's called now. That has the potential to have something really cool built upon it. I'm a little bit worried about events and endgame. There's this creeping suspicion that timers, you know, that timers are going to start creeping in on content, and it's going to be like, hey, you seen this really difficult content? Okay. All right. What we doing here? Well, you gotta kill these guys. Okay. What's the scratch? Well, you gotta do it in this set amount of time. And it's like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. So I hope, and I don't mind, like, timers here and there, right? I understand it's a gacha game. There has to be kind of stat-stick content, especially in an action game. There kind of has to be some content somewhere where it's like, this is where we require you to have at least some vertical investment and maybe some horizontal investment, right? And it's going to be like, you're going to struggle if you're not there. I'm cool with that, and I'm cool with there being a mode that's like, here's the content that's hard because of a timer, right? Well, it's not hard, but you're fighting the timer. As long as it represents a small portion of the vast majority of the content, I can deal with that. But if it ends up becoming that's like, oh, we've got 4 or 5 modes here, and it's like 4 of them are all based around a timer, and then it's like, I'm going to be really disappointed if that's the case. It won't, well, I don't want to say it's ruined the game for me. I think that's maybe a little bit too harsh, but it'll definitely reduce the potential longevity for me. Do you know what I mean? Because they've already started, you know, playing around with mechanics with bosses, and the character kits and the team building, the way it works, the potential is there for them to have genuinely difficult and interesting content as well. I think sometimes when it comes to endgame, we get wrapped up in this idea that it has to be difficult. And I think in gacha games, we think it has to be because devs design it to be like that because it's to push purchasing, right? But endgame, although a lot of the time is more difficult content, right? Because it's for advanced players, i.e. endgame. It doesn't have to be though, right? To me, it can just be replayable, interesting content. You know, it can have a bit of difficulty there. It's easier, harder than the story, if you will. But it doesn't have to be this, oh, I'm getting cock-block content. You know? For me, like, that's where, like, you know, things like IS come in where there is, like, difficult IS content. Obviously, I know that. But, you know, I'd like to see them be like, okay, this isn't going to be necessarily hard here, but you're going to want to keep coming back to this. There's a challenge here, but it's more about the replayability aspect of it as well. I hope they lean into some of that sort of content also. Because, you know, sometimes it's nice to kind of switch off and just grind. Right, there's a reason why, like, games like Warframe do well, right? And after playing that, when we were playing yesterday, I was playing with the lads, it was fun because it does have that content where it's not hard, right? You know, there's a challenge there, and you've got to watch what you're doing, but it's just switch off and just grind, right? And I think there's too many gacha games that kind of lose that in regards to interesting, repeatable content. Wasting resources to the point of being broke is inefficient and frustrating. Maybe don't make it like give a premium currency, just make it as fun content and rewards isn't premium content and make it permanent. Playing Pokemon Emerald for skewing people's perspective of endgame. By me. Hold up 2 seconds. Jump into the game as well in a sec. Yo, fucking Rainbow Six got hacked again, yeah. Like, isn't that like twice in the last like fucking I don't know how long? You didn't try Warframe endgame content, Archimedia, and it sucks ass. It really. What's fun in the game? Build cool shit, endgame is strict. But yeah. Like to me, like endgame content, when I think about it, obviously I want difficult content. I want content that expects me or encourages me to be at a point of understanding the game. I also want content that lets me express myself a little bit, right? You know? And stuff that's just replayable. That's the main factor for me. Replayability, right? Like when I look to things like the Tower, Whimpering Way, I don't look at that as replayable. That's a one and done. And you like you slug through it and be like, oh fuck, I'm glad that's out the way. I got my couple of pulls. Wait till next month. You know? I don't see that as what's here. But yeah, I think we'll watch this. Another time. I think we'll watch that another time. I think we've yapped for plenty today. Right, it's 20-3. I want to get into the game, man. I want to get into the game. So, shall we play some Ark Knights? Let's do it. Let's play some Ark Knights. Just get into it. Yap session over. Time to game. And probably yap more because obviously the game makes me yap. But let's play. I've got fucking heartburn. Yeah. It's a bitch. Come here. I got my ninja fucking juice now, man. I'm gonna start using that for my protein shakes, I think. Back at the gym today. Felt good, man. Felt good. I thought I was going to feel a lot weaker than I did. Definitely weaker, or not as bad as I was expecting. Ark Knights sucks. Keep yapping. Gameplay my yap stream. This ain't what I ordered. What's going on? 4 hours of yapping. hey.
Ark Knights.
I can make it happen. Make it happen. Somebody said something earlier about a streamer watching clears, other clears. I think maybe we could do that. I think that'd be kind of fun. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it, Benderloin. I'm pissed off. Like, I hate my club. That's what I do. Like, don't get me wrong. I've got my own personal questions about that geezer, right? I have. I'm frustrated, right? One thing I will say, the duality of my club, right? We've got a high XG this season, right? Which kind of don't mean shit really, but you know, I think we're like the 3rd highest goal scorers in the season right now, right? Which is great, but we've got like a 4 goal difference, so we're conceding a shit ton. So that's not great. But at the same time, Amaran's definitely got his problems. But I think we should have given him a bit more time, personally, because I don't think he was... Now, I've heard some some rumours that might go against this, but I don't think he was given the players that was necessary for his setup, right? We haven't really got the players for his particular setup. Now, we've got some great forward players now. We definitely need some midfielders. But apparently, I've heard some rumours that he was totally cool with the direction of acquisitions in the summer, which I was like, because we definitely do need to have a stronger midfield. Again, the problem with his system, though, as well, which always pisses me off, it forces Bruno Fernandes into a more deep role, which that's not his role, right? One of the most creative players in the world, and we've got him playing as deep as he did. But yeah, fuck the Glazers, fuck Ineos, fuck Sir Jim, fuck Jason Wilcox. You know?
Lancer Fang, captain of reserve op team A1. Hi.
But all I'll say, Fletcher's. I think Fletcher's going to be in for a bit, right? Interim. But if I had my way, I'd say go out and offer what you need to offer to get Emery from Villa. I think if you could get Emery from Villa, that could be great. But again, this club's a black hole for talent anyway. So, I don't know. You know?
Pleasure to meet you, Chief. I am shocked.
But yeah, I'd take Emery. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough in the mini. Definitely not in the glory days, right? You know, all I've got as a United fan nowadays is nostalgia. I will say one thing though, right? It's been Arsenal's best running years. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd rather be in Arsenal's place. Still more trophies than them in the last fucking 5 years. So, you know, I'm going to hold on to that until they win the league, which they're probably going to win it this year, which pains me to say. Like, honestly, I wish Villa could just go and win it, but it ain't going to happen. Because I don't want City to win it. And I obviously don't want Liverpool to win it. And Liverpool ain't going to win it. Yeah, it looks like Arsenal are going to win the league. I don't even, like, obviously we had the rivalry back in the day. I don't even mind Arsenal as a team. Some of the fans can be insanely insufferable. So can United fans, so I guess. You British blokes have it so well you don't even want to know what Romanian football is like. Yeah, the English football is fucking great, you know what I mean? It is. Like, we've legit got, like, really 3 leagues of high quality football in England. You know what I mean? One league of obviously world class, and you know, Championship's pretty fucking high quality as well.
Doctor. You'll be seeing a lot more of me for a while.
Alright, no worries, Kathy. Get on the field for United. Oh god. That would, to be fair, we couldn't be any worse than fucking all now. No, we definitely could. Well, I'm happy with, like, you know, Buemo. Thing is, I think Sesko's got the ability. It's just, dude needs support, right? We need some good striker rotation, and we needed a striker who was a seasoned veteran striker who could have, like, took him under the wing. We definitely need some more midfielders. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably would like to drop Amarin's system as well, right? The one game we played with 4 at the back, we didn't concede a goal. I mean, that's our only game this season where we ain't conceded, so it's like, you know? If you didn't get Amarin, hopefully Tuchel can go win the World Cup for us, and then we buy him. Or I think I'd rather have Emery. I want Villa's manager. Oh shit. Okay, we got more dronies. We got more dronies, boys. Okay. Where are they coming from? So they're coming straight down here and out. Oh, God. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Should we keep gravel? Yes, keep her. Midfield, like the mid game that is Enfield. Never got the sports type. Yeah, no, I'm not a sports fan per se. I like football, right? I don't watch any other sports really. I don't watch any. I used to watch a bit of tennis back in the day, like when Wimbledon would be on. I'd watch that. And I used to watch the snooker sometimes when my granddad would watch it. Yeah, I'm not really interested in watching any other sport, if I'm honest. Only football. Only football, really. I'll watch boxing sometimes, but I'll never stay up to watch it. Thank you for accepting my plea, Damatsi. Is it not a difficult wish to grant? Coincidentally, we just freed ourselves from some nastier things. A classroom. You ended up inviting us here in the end. Is that why they're called the cluster? Because they are literally a cluster of entities, these. A rational and reasonable decision, Golding. You always said you saw yourself as a teacher after all. I think I shall die here today. You're set on this? That I will be sad. I have to do it. Why are you so hung about this? You're right. Why am I? Can't let go of the children. I worry that they can't find a place to belong in our current world. I can't let go of Molly either. She's a good girl. She doesn't know how to protect herself. And of course, there's Heidi. I've let her down. I only hope she won't resent me. Probably a difficult thing to do, seeing as I've caused the deaths of so many. I deserve any resentment coming my way. Golding, you know dying like this won't change anything. Honestly, we're confused by your decision. In our long-lived experience, it isn't rare to see one embrace death, but we're still puzzled by it. We are well familiar with the words sacrifice, repellence, guilt, and perhaps even more. The final outcome always leads to death. Sorry, but this is such a futile act to us. Death holds little meaning and isn't worth such obsession. Death is just death. I know what you mean, Kamatsi. I understand what you're saying. If I wished to make amends for the fallen self-salvation corps fighters, perhaps the better choice would have been to live on, to care for the families left behind, to heal the suffering in their stead. That's what I was thinking. But I know I can't do that. I can't possibly face it, all that. So she's feeling a little bit sorry for herself and after what happened, which is understandable considering how she was tricked, right? Kind of like how I don't like tower defense, but I like AK. Kind of, yeah. F1 and GT3 racing, not gonna lie, more interesting than most other sports. Yeah, man, that's why they call it the beautiful game, right? At the end of the day, you like what you like, right, boy? Man, football's just like chef's kiss. To me, football is a sport. If you look on YouTube and just look for some stuff around football and the beautiful game, and look for just look at stuff in slow motion sometimes. It's just like, you know? Just looks so good. Just looks so good. I'm so scared. Is facing death easier than facing your fears? Perhaps. I've always run away from things I thought I could keep living as long as I avoided getting caught by the tide. When does one finally stop running and admit that one's life has fallen apart? When does one admit that one's old life never existed in the first place? I can't bring myself to face all of this, so I'd rather choose to die before I completely succumb to my despair. Let me lie to myself just this once, Damatsi. You've taken my form? Wait. Is this Golding here? I'm assuming this is Golding, right? Don't get the wrong idea, Golding. We don't actually like our job that much. We won't deceive those precious to you. We just want to better understand your feelings. It's a difficult emotion to understand, so we can only try to feel it firsthand. You asked me before how to live a life. How am I even supposed to come up with an answer? Then again, now that I've realised my own powerlessness, choosing to give up could also count as a choice, right? Give up? Leto also said this before. No, It's not about giving up on yourself and letting life wash over you. It's to give up on the act of living. Give up on living, you say? All these experiences, whether they hold joy or pain, there isn't really a need to hold on to them so tightly, right? In fact, you feel as though you're in the middle of a labyrinth. You realise the walls are in fact made of said experiences. I wouldn't even call this a struggle. It truly is a coward's choice. At least, I won't stand by their side again, right? I'm just so tired of it all. Good night, Golding. Hold up. Wait. Whoa. What? Did Golding get the cluster to kill her? Oh, you're talking about snooker. Snooker is... I love playing pool, though. Pool's fun. I was doing a lot of that on holiday. I love to play pool. I'm shit at it, but it's fun. Wait, whoa! What's... Oh, my days. What's going on? I'm at my limit. I really am. So tired. Well, at the very least, the Glasgow gang managed to reunite while I'm still here. I hope they can all get away safely. Bird staggers to a wall and slowly sits herself down, drawing a long blood stain behind her. Her hand is already going numb. She tries to make a fist, but to no avail. Death sure hurts a lot more than I had imagined. Hurts more than when Hannah socked me in the jaw. She turns her head and spots a corpse not far from her. Lean and emaciated, he seems to have died a few days ago. It suddenly occurs to her how familiar the corpse's face is. So this is where you ended up, Mr. Next Academic. Oh! Was that the bloke who was at the gym at the start? A can of meat lay close to the timid citizen, its contents completely cleaned out without it even a little bit remaining. Bird blinks a few times at something strange by the poor man's side. From the wall to the floor is a bunch of black, curvy lines. Words and diagrams. Only now does Bird realise that he had picked up another pen to write with a battered charcoal pencil, a tool far less respectable than his precious fountain pen. She touches her own pocket. The fine fountain pen that had belonged to him is still with her. It's a shame McLaren never read the final words written by this gorgeous pen. She manages to drag her body with some difficulty towards the writing on the wall and carefully makes out the tiny handwriting. She laughs and also starts coughing. A thesis on heraldry as an application to a Fellow of the Royal Victorian Academy of Sciences? Mister, you chose to write this of all the things that you could have written. It's totally useless. Bird skips over the long, stupefying paragraphs of research and references. The paper ends abruptly. After a blank page is an angry note from the man on how he had forgotten some important material he wanted to add. His desperation shows through the broken writing that eventually fades off the page. At some point, he seems to have begun writing his wishes instead. I hope the genealogy of the Ashworth family can manifest in my hands soon. I hope the editors will understand how significant my work is and increase my book advance. I hope the professor won't be angry at me. Those are just academic arguments, and I still respect him very much. Fine. If I get the chance, I'm willing to concede the debate and share some of his tea again. I'm still so hungry. I could really go for fried fins sold on the street corner. I hope Jane has forgotten me. I love her just as much as when I left her. I'm a scoundrel. I hope those kids at the gym are doing alright. I want to drink 3 million barrels of whiskey. Aunt Sarah, I miss you. I'm sorry to have grown up into such a bad child. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Who would even grant my wishes? I've prayed as hard as I can to all the beings I know and don't. If that evangelistic library cleric showed up right now right in front of me, I'd give him a thrashing for sure. Alright, fine. I hope that everyone's wishes come true. That everyone can be happy, safe and healthy to live their best lives, every single one. I hope no one will suffer anymore, or be tortured, Everyone should be smiling and all tears should evaporate off this great land along with hunger. I hope that all of this wasn't in vain. I hope that all of this long scratch mark follows and the writing stops there. Well, I guess this is it. Bed raises her hand with much difficulty. The pen nib is almost dried out and she tries making several marks before leaving a short line in black ink. I hope so too.
Ah, the parade's here.
Jesus, man. Bro, this chapter is just like... Feeling sad? Watch this. Fuck. Right, yeah. Lappy just comes in. Spoiling the moment. This has been a brilliant chapter. I think this is a brilliant chapter, I do. Total different pace and... I think this might be the most... Well, obviously there's been some individual deaths, right? That have been like, damn. I think for me, like, man, the bear death just seems such a whatsy. I thought they was gonna off screen. Like, I didn't expect them to hit me with that as well. That's even makes it even worse. Like, because it's, I think it's because it's just like the way she died, man. Do you know what I mean? And she died alone as well. Well, that's a sad thing. Like, pretty much everybody else. You know, like... Either, like, went out in a blaze of glory, had people around them. But, like, she just died in the street next to a corpse. No one was there for her. Sad. And it was for fuck all. You know, for a starving bloke thinking she was taking his food that didn't even exist.
You really think you'll get away? I'm listening.
I'm listening. Brother, man. Brother.
All right. I know what to do. You better watch your step.
Oh, fuck. She's just out of range. Oh, you son of a bitch. Fuck. The rip all gravel, shouldn't I? Yeah, this ain't working, this ain't.
I'll stay vigilant.
This ain't working. This ain't working. We'll have to have a little rethink here. Set the heat up for a second.
I'll show them what I can do. Any orders for me?
I know what you can't hide your fear.
So long as you're here, have some feeling.
I need some more range units, I think.
Not one step backward.
Oh, brother. Fuck. shit.
暴れるな。以前の君は私にぶら下げられたまま撤退するのをなかなか楽しんでいただろ。
Went it up. Okay, alright, we've got to think this through. We've got to think this through. We weren't playing that right at all. We need to get gravel in and out, I think there, don't we? Maybe get our range units. Or should we have our range units further forward? What enemies have we seen so far? Okay, just this one we haven't seen. Who's this? Sarcasm Absurdist Tyrant Captain. Can only be blocked by operators 3 and more block. First attack deals splash damage. Okay. Alright. Alright, we might need to switch it up a little bit. Okay.
The mung bean soup is already simmering. Whether you want your beans intact or fully dissolved depends on how quickly you return.
I don't even know if we run it there, man. I don't even run it somewhere else.
I won't sleep on the job.
I won't sleep on the job.
I am your shadow. Any orders for me?
I'll stay vigilant. I know what to do. Don't order me around. I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Fuck, I was hoping I could get that out beforehand.
I know what to do. Don't order me around. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
All right. Gather up, my rats. Monster, 座標についた.
Okay. Let's see if we're gonna.
I'll show them what I
So let it pop its what's its here, and then we'll pull her. I don't know if we could have maybe done with another fast read blue. She knows what to do. Stop ordering around.
Any orders for me? Not one step backward. 最適。私の爪が聴診をしてくれるよ。I'll show them what I can do. Sure, a good spot.
We need to get some heals on Monster Man. Because she is going to be up for it right away, isn't she?
Concentrate. I'll show them what I can do.
Don't think you can't hide your fear.
Here I am.
The wind is blowing in the right direction.
Oh shit.
I won't back down. Here I am. You'll get what you
I could really be getting rid of these, couldn't I?
I mean, what you ordered. There you are. Sure, a good spot.
Feel the wind.
Well, this is a bit messy. It's a bit messy. We're gonna scrape through these guys. We're gonna scrape through here.
Patience for a slow simmer on low heat. Patience is not optional.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Take aim.
This execution is not worth witnessing.
Wait. I didn't even see what leaked. Who did a leak then? Hold up. I didn't even see the leak. Hold up a second. That. was a little fucking papers please prick, wasn't he? Was he? Oh fuck this dickhead here. Oblivious. I was oblivious. Actually oblivious. Did not even see that.
Taste victory,
Fuck.
but all must bear the burden of defeat.
Yeah, I know the arrows there. I just didn't even see bro use it. I didn't even see him use it, man. So, did he come from here or was he from this one? I didn't even notice. 2 seconds. Let's grab a drink, chat. I need to grab a drink. Little fucker. An illegal weapon. We need to build a wall. We need to stop the boats, man. Went to admin. Fucker. I totally missed him. Yeah, man. Border security is not, bordering or security. I think we can do it with this squad though, right? I feel like we need to take out that aerial thing a lot quicker. It's physical for that thing, right? Yeah. I feel like we need a little bit of extra action to deal with that, right? Could we lose Ascalon here? Maybe get another aerial range unit in, maybe. I really hate dropping Ascalon though for any reason, if I'm honest. By me. Like, who do I even drop it for, though? Have a bit of point going action, maybe. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, man. We ain't got the range, but... Okay.
We'll be fine if we stick together.
Picked out your bait yet?
Needs his emotional Ascalon. You know. He's she just makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, right?
Gather up, my rats. I'm listening.
I'll stay vigilant.
Take aim.
Just out of range, yeah.
I know what you can't hide your fear.
Oh, so slow. Too slow.
Not one step backward.
Hi, Jessica. Oh, we can hold on a minute. Fuck. I keep stalling, man, like an idiot.
You better watch your step. Stay calm.
Keep stalling like an idiot.
Any orders for me?
deploying.
Ouch. Ouch.
You really think you'll get away?
I was about to go behind you.
You'll get what you deserve. I mean, what you ordered.
Don't better watch your step.
Can you deal with him?
All right.
Shit. Insta-boom.
Quickly, turn oil into a hot wok. The heat is just perfect. Monster, 座標についた.
No need to panic.
Oh, it's enough. It's enough. It's enough. Enough. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm struggling with this one. I'm struggling with this one.
Sorry. I didn't want it to end up like.
I saw you in a new player at 2020. Really? What's that on? I want to see that. I want to see. Who made that? Okay, let's get some new players in here. Let's get some new ops in. This one's kind of hard to deal with. Pardon me. I don't know whether to maybe run Inez up here. Come down here. Should be alright. Then we can maybe pull gravel in round here in a little bit. And then get all our range units in. Maybe. Maybe. And then we can tackle the boxes as well from there, can't we? We can aim the range units back that way. Let's try that. Let's try that. Unless you just use Lappy to spam the, I mean, Inez to spam the boxes, maybe. I could use it that way and just break the boxes, but I want to keep her out of harm's way.
I'm listening.
Let's do that. Channel is called Zima is here. Let me have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at this. I want to see. Am I getting roasted? Or is it just like a B-roll footage or something? Pardon me. Or is this a new channel?
I'm like, wait a minute, that's a different gold.
That's rainbow. Look, rainbow.
Alright.
Is that right connect there?
This ain't bad at all.
Is that dead end? We've all been there. The Myrtle panic placement, like she's gonna do anything.
No.
Finally! Holy
We'll be continuing the story.
Hold up. What is it there? Is it shift tab? Shit.
Story, but Loki was recommending I probably try this. Although now we're playing this just.
Who's somebody else is throwing fucking hands at how now he's catching strays from somebody else. It's not just me.
It's because
not
we
just
like
me.
playing it, not because it's part of a stream redemption anymore.
You can place a meal later. I think that.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, only Arknights in the Gacha space has got these moments. I swear to God.
Yeah, I can see the problems. What the hell? Those guys just spawned there. Why? Hey, that's my spot. What the heck?
That's my spot. And that's Cabbage in there. He's like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to go first.
Oh, man.
He's pre-writing the cause of death.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. Hold on, chat. What's the website again?
I know that feeling. He's like, shit, I need to know what I'm going to pick here.
Ooh, can I return the bag? So, can I return the bag?
That is a lot of people.
Wait, is this just one person on stream here? They got like 4 VTubers?
So arts then, because those have high defense, right? Oh my god, that is the most painful thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, that is the most painful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Alright, so now we can continue with the voice acting here. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bro's got a beard and a half.
Alright, let me compose myself.
Oh, is it the really?
That's 2 boss fights in 2 days that you.
Oh, it's a Project Moon director's VTuber. Oh, sorry, it wasn't there.
Got it done.
Bro, that is the most unique webcam size, shape, and positioning I've ever seen. Bro's got that letterbox cam on the go.
Got it done.
Put his camera in a fucking cereal box. You just skip the story. Disgusting. Disgusting. Hey, we got Starlight.
I can do here. It's just.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. It just, I don't know why. Like, she didn't really make the noise, but this just reminded me of something. Oh, fuck. 2 seconds. This reminded me of this.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I love Starlight. I love Starlight.
So this is as far as I can go. Mission accomplished.
And she really got into that there. Was a great bit of story though.
What happens with the car? Wait, I want to see what happened. Did you get run over by a car? The car.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Driving in my car.
Bro got stun locked by the car, man.
Why is the car?
To be fair, I got overrun first attempt on this stage.
I used too much force. I'm right here if I hear someone crying. Mission accomplished.
Easy. That's why they call me the Golden Doctor.
It's a rabbit.
All these dirty skippers, chat.
It's a jackrabbit.
It's a jackrabbit, okay? It's a jackrabbit. They have like those weird ears. Rabbit, thank you, thank you, thank you.
There we go. This is the ideal one, dude. Look. Even has this thing, the staff.
The lazy placement, right?
Drone caster.
Oh no.
What would you feel your own self to your heart's content?
Come on.
Bit of Patriot, mate.
Come on.
Bit of Patriot.
My guy has 1 HP.
I don't know if she's gonna do it, chat. Yo, run, bitch, run! I'm the uncouth one. I'm the uncouth one, right? You know, you got Starlight getting emotional. You know, cool moment. And here's me just screaming, run, bitch, run! Stop taking the longest fucking road, bro! Oh my god, please be enough. Oh my god, she's going all rounds. I genuinely thought that was the end of the map. I thought she'd made it. I thought she'd made it, man. And I was like, oh fuck. It wasn't the end. I ain't even gonna know after this. Oh,
Killed the bird.
okay, I like it. I like this video.
What the music changed?
YouTube had not right hiding this from me for 2 weeks. Alright, guys. Go,
What is going on?
go show some love. Go show some love. I'm just the, yeah. I'm British, man. What else can I say? Yeah. What else can I say? You know what I mean? What's the range on these bad boys now?
I am your shadow.
Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I didn't think this through. If I'm honest. Didn't think this through.
I won't sleep on the job.
I'll stay vigilant. Don't keep me waiting.
Yep. Didn't think it through.
I am your shadow.
Now we're not even breaking the boxes.
All right. Any orders for me? Any orders for me? I'll show them what I can do.
Perfect chance.
Yeah, it was a good plan. That plan was not good. Oh, damn. Yo, I'm a little bit stuck on this stage, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think about. We need to destroy fast. Like, I need to destroy fast. I think trying to worry about survive unless we just go with like a defense. But even then. Well, those saw blades called seeds because they spread you open and plant the seed, man. No consent. Just gonna happen. He too. I don't want any boots in the freezer. What the fuck I have to put a boot in the freezer for?
Ah, the parade's here.
Picked out your bait yet?
Mildew smell. Was that stinky feet?
I'm listening. Take aim. All right.
I know what to do. I'm gonna sink your corpse into shadow.
Oh, too early
No one
again.
will find it.
Need to get like 2/3 of the toil, yeah.
Stay calm.
We're gonna have to do some jiggling about, yeah. I have to do some re-jiggling. You're allowed through.
You'll pay for that.
Sure you're a good spot.
No AoE on these, is there?
You'll pay for that.
Any orders for me?
So long as you're here, have some hot soup that'll match your step.
Freeze!
Okay, this... I got a little bit better.
Quickly! The spare ribs have been stewing for so long they're
too
falling
slow.
apart!
Could have snatched Roll's soul.
Not one step backward.
She's not going to take that, is she? This shit is
Any
sweet.
orders for me?
Not one step backward.
Okay, alright. Alright. Dunzo. Dunzo. Okay. Alright. Let's leave that as it is at the minute. Let's maybe... Yeah, let's do that.
Freeze! I've been waiting. Critical hit! Quickly! Slow simmer on low heat.
Wait, has bro got an AoE or some shit? What the fuck?
Not one step backward.
What the fuck?
Monster! 座標についた.
Has bro got an AoE or something? What killed fucking Cruz then? I didn't even notice.
I'll heal you.
Oh shit, man, bro's getting fucked up over there, isn't he? He's getting fucked up. It's the two of them now, there is, aren't there?
Left, my rats.
You can't hide your...
私の爪が上心をしてくれるよ.
Oh shit.
I've been waiting. Critical hit!
Not one step backward.
Any orders for me?
Okay. Cora's tanking that shit. Alright, we're gonna keep this at 1 speed at the minute.
I'll show them what I can do.
It's too slow with that. Kind of wasted that, really. Whatever. Try and spam a little bit of damage on it as it passes.
I know what nothing can mask the set.
Get a bit of damage. Have it. Have it. Have it, son. Have it. You like that, don't you? Gravel should be able to eat another one, right?
Any orders for me?
Let's leave her in a second. Do a little bit of damage on him.
Any orders for me? Any orders for me?
Awaiting your order. Critical hit! Tough to swallow, huh? Try to behave yourself next.
滅ぼし。そして許す. Not one step backward.
Son of a bitch.
This execution is not worth witnessing.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
I won't sleep on the job.
Oh, this is gonna get dodgy.
There you are.
It's gonna get dodgy. Shit.
I've been waiting.
Shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Doctor, I won't back down. You'll pay for that.
If we'd have had skill for you, we could have saved you. I don't know if we go with like a reed. Maybe.
Sorry. Did I
Ah,
mess up?
lads, we got a real problem on the border here. I don't know what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do, lads? We've got a problem on the border. I don't know if you can get away with it with dropping gravel maybe and just go full on defenders. Right? You know, let's drop Lappy. That's gonna be no good. Do those? What do those? Do they do? Do they do arts damage or physical? You know the seeds. Physical. Okay. That's why Cora's good. So that won't be no good. Come in, maybe. Maybe bring in a Hoshi. Maybe Hoshi skill 2. Maybe drop gravel. What if we brought in just like a... Yeah, let's try Reed. So maybe like a beagle or something. I don't... Everything's physical.
What blocks the way, I will burn through.
Picked out your bait yet?
Let's try running up there, actually. Is it arts their damage? I don't know, but it's destroying my range units quick. Like quick.
I won't sleep on the job. Here I am. Not one step backward.
Concentrate. I'll stay vigilant.
Yeah. It's in a bad spot, right? Because...
I'll heal you.
It won't work.
Perfect chance.
Might work.
Freeze!
I don't know, actually. I don't know if it's the one.
Get what you deserve. I mean, what you ordered.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I feel like this is gonna come undone.
One step backward.
Okay, that motherfucker's gone. Don't know whether we readjust here and bring our range units out over here. Potentially. Deal with this one as it comes in then maybe. Alright, here we go.
Here I am.
Patience, friend.
Yeah, we gotta.
Heat control. Still misbehaving.
We gotta change our deployments. Yeah. Okay, so he does it in a cross. Yeah. Does damage in a cross, right? Okay. I'll seize it. I'll seize it, chat. I'll seize it now. I'll seize it, chat. I'll seize the damage.
Don't. You better watch your step.
Here I am.
I'll get how it works now, boys.
Not
I need to change my placement and we're good. I need to move, Monster, man. Monster! I need to move her. I think maybe she can survive it, right? Do you reckon she can survive it? Do you reckon?
I know what to do. Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Let's take it slow.
Fuck. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You can do it. You can do it, Hashiguma. You can do it.
Stay calm.
You got this, girl. Okay. All right. Okay. Just gotta deal with this fucker now, yeah?
Don't better watch your step. Deploying.
These are gonna cause me an issue, right?
Patience, friend. Still misbehaving? Then let's kick it up a notch.
最適な滅ぼし。そして癒す。Not one step backward.
You ready to get cooked, yeah? Oh, just in time. Okay, okay. Okay, I see. I see.
No need to panic. I've been waiting for a while.
Okay. I'm seeing green shoots. I'm seeing green shoots. I'm seeing green shoots. I don't know how many more of them coming back, man. Okay, okay. Alright. We're gonna need help here. We're gonna need help here.
I've been waiting for a while.
Go on, Oshiguma. Put it in the work. Put in that work.
Patience won't oil into a hot
Suck them off.
The heat is just perfect.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Okay, is there any more fucking flying things coming back?
最適滅ぼし。そして癒す。
Okay, Hoshiguma's nice, 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 nice. Okay, it's just them now, yeah.
They will cough up some useful information.
Patience, I'll heal you.
I'm listening. ここですか?
Alright, boys. Let's go. First try. First try. As always, lads. Always, first try. We never fail. We never fail.
Nothing worth celebrating here. We might be
Read. She was even moral support, man. Sometimes you need somebody to make a cup of tea. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. Cranberry stage. Roadside emergency reserve. Okay. Read aura farming. She's standing in the doorway menacingly. Okay. Ugh. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this up here? Bro, I've got 4 blue boxes. How do they even get to this? I'm assuming only, so I'm going to assume that's only accessible by these, but do they only go there is the question. All other 3 boxes get dealt with by ground units. That one is accessible by flying enemies. Struggle with this on your first run.
Everyone, stay calm.
Line up, line up. We have
Straight
plenty
into
of
the
good
drones,
eats
eh?
for everyone.
Okay. Right into the fucking drones. Alright. See how it is. It fucking is.
All right.
Picked out your bait yet?
Oh shit, they're that close. I didn't think they were close enough.
I won't sleep on the job.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
There you are.
Oh my god! What the fuck? I don't...
Here I
Oh, damn. You're gonna have to eat all the shots, Cora. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
am. Not one step backward.
Stay calm. I'll stay vigilant.
Okay.
Freeze!
Oh my days. Oh my days. This is wrong. This is just wrong. Oh, these dickheads as well. Oh my gosh.
Deploying. You'll pay for that. Doctor! There you are.
I'm listening.
Is he gonna go that way, actually? Shit, I might have just fucked up. Yup. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh my gosh.
Not one step.
Oh fuck, I didn't even realise this one over here.
Pay for that.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Yep.
An arm, an eye, or maybe something else. More than enough to trade for a few enemy heads. Or would you rather bear the price of failure? Suit yourself.
Okay, so I think we get them out later, maybe. Let's get set down here. Let's let them pass over so they go this way and then back. So if we can get some units in to get a bit of DP here, once they're passed over, get some units in here blocking this off, then maybe get these guys in here at the end. I think I need to drop Pinecone here. We need a bit more range, don't we? Need a little bit more range, yeah. I think maybe Firewatch might be quite useful as well. To be honest, potentially. I think we drop Reed. Don't. Maybe later in the stage she might be a little bit more useful. Maybe.
I won't fight for nothing, but for the right price.
Bit of contrail. Use contrail. Maybe.
Time to show them what we can do.
Right. Okay.
concentrate.
Okay.
Picked out your bait yet?
The problem is we're gonna tag this, aren't we?
Support incoming.
Oh, you're spreading it out now, are you dirty bitch? Okay, let's let him run her over here a little bit. I'm assuming he's going to break that though, right?
I see foul taking off. Probable ambush in the
Oh,
grass.
fuck. Wasn't paying attention. I thought we had that locked down there. How many did we have, man? Bastards.
Sorry.
It's easy to get to leave those guys to their own devices because you're like, ah, it's all right. We're okay. We're all right. We're okay. It's okay.
Insect is falling into my trap.
I'll definitely prove myself this time.
Maybe when a fast redeploy. Maybe. I think you can just out-tank these, to be fair. It just means having other units kind of caught up helping them out, though. That's the only problem. What if a cheeky bit of mountain action, man?
Picked out your bait yet?
Bit of cheeky mountain action.
No need to panic.
I won't
Get some
sleep on
DP
the
in.
job.
Get some DP in.
There you are.
Okay. Wait,
Don't keep me waiting.
wait a minute.
Here I am.
Is that because of him? Is that because of him? Is he one of those dudes now? Ah, he's a blocker, isn't he? If we're not blocking him right. We've got to block him late then, haven't we? Because Bro's unblockable at the minute unless we break this and we get somebody on there, right?
Fall
Right.
back now. I'll bring up the rear.
I remember them now. I hate them. I hate them. Okay. So is it only when they're in civilian form? Is it? Can't remember. Unrevealed. Okay. So as long as we've revealed them, then we can block, right? Okay. Ooh, it's still kind of shit. I need to get somebody up there earlier. Maybe I need to get Lob Cora right down up here or something.
Everybody, let's go.
Fast redeploy might actually be useful. Right? Fast redeploy might actually be useful here. Just to get bro scoped out, right?
I'm listening. Here I am.
Concentrate. Picked out your bait yet?
Stay off the field, bro. Stay off the field, bro. Stay off the field, bro. Oh my god.
No need to panic.
Okay, I gotta think about that differently then.
Requesting medevac. I dragged everyone down. It's all my fault.
Shit.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What about like a beanstalk or something? Am I like a beanstalk? Let's fetch out gravel. Let's go for the fast redeploy sacrifice, maybe. It's okay if you get E2 Lapland for this, we understand.
Let's go.
Conchamp, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Line up, line up. We have plenty of good eats for everyone.
Hey, dummies, bring it on.
Who's exit for the shields?
Stay calm.
I won't sleep on the job.
Deploying.
Just keep her alive a sec.
Take aim.
We're so close. Oh, bro, we're still... I think we're gonna just be short, right?
Picked out your bait yet?
Here I am.
Oh my days, just in time.
Support incoming. Don't keep me can't hide your fear.
Gather up, my rats. Any orders for me?
Okay.
You'll pay for that.
Still gotta get rid of bro, right? We still gotta get. We still gotta get. Oh no.
Freeze!
Fuck. Yeah, we need to deal with dude, don't we?
You'll pay for that.
We need to deal with dude. We need to deal with dude. We just try and get rid of him early. Let's have a look what is dude physical again. We want to go with, yeah, I think. Fence is D. Shit. Oh. Take a long while for real.
Stay focused.
I don't know. I just got to get this initial bit locked down.
You've
and
got
I
a reason to
think
fight.
we're
You've got a
good.
reason to die.
I'm listening. Here I am. Hey, dummies, bring it on.
Just use me, Shadell. See, like, how long will bro stay there? Does he move?
Stay calm.
That's the question. Does bro move?
No need to panic.
Take aim. Here I am.
He doesn't, does he?
Show me a good spot.
This is the shot.
I'll show them what I can do.
Okay.
No need to panic.
Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Okay, we got to
Mess
rethink
up
this.
a dish?
We got to rethink this.
Sometimes getting messy is the spice of cooking.
I don't know if we
Wash it out.
necessarily need gravel, if I'm honest.
Good as new.
Don't know if we necessarily need her. Just use Goku. Get a bit of Kaioken action on the go. Because bro does not... How long does his little bitch ass stay on that tile? See, I could, an old tactical Giddy right, pull him right off that fucking tile, you know what I mean? Chuck a fucking unit down and he's blocked. You know? I'm trying to stay away from Tragodia though. I'm trying to stay away from him. We could like suck him straight off that fucking tile. Ooh. If we somehow could get ourselves into a position getting you up there, maybe. You know? Just yoink him straight off with you, potentially. Covering the other stuff though, man. Give me a second, I've got to go for pee. Exalt would take care of the flying thingies. My chair was talking, was it? I got to say. As I said, what you saying? Fucking keep stum. I need to fucking do. Oh, let me try something. Let me try something. Okay. Yeah, I just haven't got around to building because I haven't really been had a necessity to use her. So, is bro just designed to stand around here to fuck up your day? Because he can't get through, can he? The bro's there just to cause issues, right? Literally. Brother's just there to cause problems, right?
Picked out your bait yet?
I'm listening. There you are.
This is the place. Don't keep me with nothing to mask the scent of despair.
Here I am.
You'll get what you deserve. I mean, what you ordered.
Hey, dummies, bring it on.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, alright.
Concentrate.
No need! Bro, no need.
Your shadow.
Patience, friend. Heat control is everything here. Tough to swallow, huh? Try to behave yourself next time.
Don't keep me waiting. I'll heal you. Don't think you can't hide your fear.
Panic placements. Panic placements. We're panicking. We're panicking up in here. I.
Not one step backwards.
Okay.
Support incoming. I won't sleep on the job.
It's alright, it's alright. It's okay.
Here
It's alright.
I am. Alright.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to deal with them aerially here. Ah, bro goes that way.
Slow simmer on low heat. Patience is not optional.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I see clouds rising.
Come on, show me what you've got.
Oh my god, there's more!
Deploying.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit more of a thing through with this stage. Okay, I like the idea of doing this with you, though. We got to deal with these, though, like, you know what I mean? We got to deal with these. Which we can do this. We can do this. We just, we need to gang up. We need to gang up, really. Oh, buddy boy. Jesus. Calm down now. Come on. No need for this.
Support incoming. I'm listening.
We can be friends. We're gonna lead these, aren't we? We're gonna leak them.
I know what nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, we can
They will cough
I think we
up some
can
useful
work something
information.
around this U thing though. We just okay, what if we like maybe some lappies and some midnights? You know?
Patience, friend, still misbehaving? Then let's kick it up a notch.
All right.
The wind is blowing in the right direction. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I didn't want it to end up like this.
Right. Are not blocked. All unrevealed civilians, all spies cannot be blocked. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right, fuck you, bro. Where does he come from? Does he only come from up here? What if we brought in, what's his fucking face? What's his face? His name? What is he? Elysium. What does he give us now? Doesn't he give us, like, doesn't he buff out range units? Isn't that what his deal is? Okay, that's it. E2. So what? Do the guy in an attack speed? Does he just... At E1? We could bring eggs here in. The guy in attack speed is E1. I don't want to go for Tragodia yet. Oh, you're gonna be E2. I'm gonna be E2. I feel like Ascalon would unironically be quite good. Well, Ascalon's always good, but I feel like she probably would as well. Bring eggs here in. I'm trying to somewhat do it with like not an insanely crap team, because I could bring Trag in. I could bring eggs here in, you know? Like, Yu's doing his job. Yu's doing his job fine, right? So now it's just about dumping a shit more ton of damage into the drones, right? And, dealing with the ground units also, right? Because they're causing Inez some problems, they are. Exit will shred the drones, yeah. Let's try one more thing here and then maybe see about bringing eggs here in.
Getting this crew together wasn't easy. You better make them count.
We need to deal with the drones early. I'm thinking maybe we do get a bunch of range units over here.
Arachnium.
I'm gonna get so many though. That's the fucking thing.
Observe
you know
and
what I mean?
determine the form of infection. Such data will be useful for research.
I won't sleep on the job. Alright. There you are. You'll pay for that.
I'm listening. Stay calm.
Ready to get bro in though, don't I? We need that DB right now.
Don't try to sink your corpse into shadow. No one.
We need that DB right now.
You'll get what you deserve.
No need to panic.
Not one step backward. I'm here. This is my playground.
Patience from still misbehaving? Then let's kick it up a notch.
Here I am.
Okay, we've got rid of one.
Gather under this banner in the name of the Lord. I will.
Not one step backward.
So it's like Inez not looking too hot. Not looking too hot at all.
Freeze!
I've been waiting for a while. Critical hit!
Yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Rolls out here getting fucked up, dude.
There you are.
Quickly, turn oil into a hot rock. The heat is just perfect.
Perfect chance.
Bro, these guys hit fucking hard, man. They really are, bro? What the fuck? Oh my god, oh baby, no.
I see foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
So let's get some heals on PP here. Bro's about to get shredded. Ugh.
Take aim.
Picked out your bait yet?
How many of these are there? Like, is this like the only wave there is?
I know what to do. Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
All right.
In the hills.
I'm here. I won't back down. I'll show them what I can do.
Patience for slow simmer on low heat. Patience is not optional.
Stay calm.
You keep rolling the game. You need to keep rolling the game.
You'll pay for that.
Man, Hoshiguma's getting fucking railroaded over there.
Wounds will be rather striking.
Who's getting cooked?
Gather and
Panic placements. Yep. Oh my god. Okay. This is doable. This is doable. I see it. I see it, you know what I mean?
I'll show them what I can do.
I feel like we can make this happen.
I'm listening.
Well, those seeds suck ass.
I'll show them what I can do.
Patience, friend. Heat control is everything here.
I know what to do. Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
I'll show them what I can do.
Well, I got in proper skill just to get the health. Okay. So, obviously we ain't going to do it this round. The question is, how many more drones? Is that the last wave of drones? How many on field there? There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It probably is. Probably is, yeah, unless there's just one more wave. There can only be one more wave, can't there? Because of the enemies that are on field. There can literally be only 4 more drones after this, right? So in theory, like, if we wipe these ones, deal with these, and then we've got 4 more drones to come, right? And then we can just concentrate everything on the drones then. There's more. So max 4, yeah. I think we could do it with this team as well. Maybe we drop in like Totter and bringing in another ground unit that could put out a bunch of damage. Maybe like Ascalon would actually be kind of fucking fire here. You know, like Ascalon would have bodied all these guys around here. If we'd have maybe had Ascalon here, we could have been dotting the fuck out of these and these all at the same time. But yeah, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would assume it would only be even, so there's max 4, and then maybe this guy's a bad guy as well, so that's 10. Yeah, only 4 spots left, right? These guys are... What's their defensive resistance looking like? Yeah, those spies hurt a lot, man. They fucking hurt, they do. Let me have a look at what their deal is. Okay, so... son of a bitch. Okay, so Ascalon would be great. Okay. Alright. I think we could do this. We just, refine the strat a little bit. Maybe get Ascalon in there. Get Totter out. Get Ascalon in. is there anywhere else we can drop somebody for like a Lappy? Like bring Lappy in. So we can drop, maybe just drop this Elysium dude as well. I know he's giving us our attack speed, but I think we could deal without it. I think we drop Tota and Elysium.
Just give your orders and I'll carry them
I
out.
think we do that, man. I feel like that could do it. I feel like that potentially could do it. I feel there's potential there. I feel there's potential. What have I got her on? We go for the skill 1 and help on blocks, which would probably be really useful, or do we just go extra damage and just I felt like a skill 1 could potentially quite useful here. Reckon. Say 2, you reckon? I'm all thinking for when we've got to deal with the shield guys with her. True, the boxes are on the map as well, aren't they? That's a good point. And we're still gonna have these 3 by then, aren't we? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. Like, if we didn't have them, it'd be fine, because then she would just literally tackle the non-moving ones, which would be the blocked units, which more than likely would be the shield guys or these guys. Alright, yeah, skill 2 of them. Skill 2 of them. But we're going to have to do that in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, guys, because I've got to go get Rosie from work. It is 4:25, man. We'll be back with more Ark Knights tomorrow. We've got a stage to figure out here. It's been a couple of chapters where, you know, we've had a couple of difficult stages here and there. This is the first stage where I'm like, ooh, just taking some like rejigging of the team, you know what I mean? I'm using some different squads than what I was expecting to. So yeah, tomorrow I guess I don't know entirely. Can we beat these fucking drones? So once they're cleared, it's just about clearing that first wave, trying to filtrate as many of these and then getting back onto the drones, right? So then we can be at that point where finish off all these dudes and then just really concentrate on that last wave, right? This is where things ramp up. Gonna take some doing. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I'm here for it though. It's been a while since we've had a stage where it's like, this might be a full stream, or I don't know, maybe even more. Again, I'm gonna hold off on trying to rely on Exia and like Tragodia and stuff, right? We'll try. Let's try and like do it a bit old school on this stage, you know, because we've got a great squad. Let's try doing it a bit old school with maybe you know, obviously Yu's great, Ulpi's great, Ascalon's great, Inez is great, Lapiulta's great. Monsters is great. Like, we've got some great units on this team, but like, let's try and see if we can make it work with this. I think if we can make it work with this, I mean, that's a decent clear, right? I mean, that's a real decent clear. Will this be the new R88? Maybe. Like, that was definitely way harder to figure out, way more moving parts, but this is kind of a... Base Exio is fair game. Exalta will be the nuclear option. Yeah. Hold off. We're gonna hold off. And we'll try and do it with this squad. Maybe some tweaks here and there, but we'll see. You know where they changed the challenge mode thinking to normal and adverse. That's why no stage was a problem past chapter 8. Yeah, that's why I don't mind tweaking. Like, we was on about doing like lore accurate Ark Knights and stuff, and like we are gonna do some niche teams as well. And I want to go back to hard stages as well and do them with different teams. Really try some different stuff out. But We're going to try this with the team we got here. Maybe some tweaks. We'll stay away from the nuclear options for now and see if we can do it without, yeah. But anyway, guys, appreciate you all hanging out today. I've had an absolute blast. If you haven't already, guys, check out the video that I uploaded earlier on. Show it some love. I still need to get around to watching this Beta Decay video as well, because that's my second most anticipated game after Enfield. So, yeah. But guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, there's no evening stream today, but we'll be back with some more Ark Knights tomorrow, guys. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'll catch you all later. Ta-ra.